Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a good day. I hope everyone is enjoying their week. Uh, you might notice that I'm playing a different game. I decided to switch things up and do a game that has been on my mind for a while. It recently got a re-release last year. It was originally a Nintendo DS game, I believe, or 3DS, one of those two systems, and then it got a PC port. It's Ghost Trick Phantom Detective. It's made by the same developer, or at least the main author developer, like the main guy of the developing group that made Ace Attorney. It's a mystery game, also visual novel kind of thing, sort of thing. I guess it's kind of like Ace Attorney in some ways. I only know the premise in that we're playing as someone who was recently murdered, and we've got to stop someone else from being murdered as a ghost. That is literally all I know about this game. I have managed to be spoiler free for years in regards to this game. And I'm looking forward to it. I like the Ace Attorney games. I like visual novel games that have like a bit of mystery and like substance to them. And so I think I'm really going to enjoy this. And I hope you all will too. Just kind of trying to be chill and casual and just things of that nature. Who knows? It might ramp up. When the games did come up, it did say that there was a flashing lights warning. So that's just something to be mindful of, something to keep in mind. Other than that, I don't think there will be any too content warning stuff in it. However, if that changes, I will make sure to make a note of it. With that said, let's just go ahead and jump right into the game in question. And here we are. Already the soundtrack is pretty funky. Let's go ahead and start it up. Chapter 1, 7:02 p.m. Must have been unconscious for a while. My head feels fuzzy, kind of like I'm swimming through darkness. When I came to, there was a woman standing there. A woman I don't know. At least, I don't think I know her. Then there was a man with a gun. I don't know him either. Well, probably not anyway. Now, I'm not the kind of guy who can just stand back and watch a poor woman get shot. But I have just one little problem. I'm already dead myself. This has gotta be me, no question about that. After all, do you see any other dead bodies lying around here? What a position to have died in. Guy's got a golden shotgun. So long, sister. I feel bad for her, sure, but what can I do? I'm dead. But just as I was thinking this is no time to be lolling around dead. You're the only one who can save her. What the? The whole world just changed on me. Welcome to the ghost world, the land of the dead. Voice in my head, who are you? No time for introductions now, you have to save her. I know you can do it. All you have to do is use your powers. Huh? Me? Save her? How? Take a look at your corpse. You see that blue flame? That's your soul. You see that bright white spot nearby? That's a core. Core? Just looks like a railway crossing gate to me. Look, the best way to understand is just to try it. First of all, try moving your soul with the D-pad. Congratulations. Your soul has now possessed the crossing gate. So what? Now I'm a crossing gate? Now then, use the crossing gate to save the woman. What? But how? In a moment, time will start to flow normally again. That will be your chance. Oh, hey! Alice, it's great to see you. It's been such a long time. Are you a Ghost Trick fan? I've never played this game before, so I'm really interested. And it's great to see you. Oh my goodness, it's been so long. Hell yeah, you are awesome. Get ready to experience peak. Okay. That's a very ringing endorsement, I want you to know. Yeah, hi. Oh man, it's so nice. I love getting to hang out with people. Oh man, I hope you're doing well, Alice. I hope everything's going well. In a moment, you fucking love Ghost Trick, huh? Well, I am glad that you get to experience it for the first time. I was just commenting earlier that is a horrible position to have died in. Oh man. Listen, when the man pulls the trigger, the woman dies, right? So before that happens, you have to use your powers to stop it. Hey, wait a second. I still don't know what you're talking about. You'll see, you'll see. Now then, time will start to flow again. Nice. Hold it. Well played. What just happened? That was one of your powers at work. A ghost trick. You mean I made that crossing gate move? That's right. You manipulated that object with the power of the dead. A ghost trick. Title drop. And all you have to do to perform a trick like that is press A. Now the woman's fate has changed, I'll bet just a little. Yeah, she still kind of has a gun pointed at her. Yes, that's not good, is it? But at least now you're starting to figure out how to use your powers. So I enter the ghost world with Ghost, and possess an object, and then perform a trick with it, eh? Now you're getting it. Let's move on to the next step. Try possessing a different core. A guitar then, is it? Hey, what do you want from me? I would have preferred that giant wrecking ball. That would solve the problem real quick, I bet. I guess I can't reach chords that are too far away. Well, I guess we'll see what you can do with that guitar. Let's set time in motion again and find out. Who's there? Hold it. Gotta be some of the slowest running away I've ever seen. Looks like I'm gonna have to come up with something more. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting curious about this gameplay already. This is a lot more involved than Ace Attorney for sure. I guess all there is me. I tend to be picky. I've got a woman to save. I like your attitude. It's admirable, truly, but what? If I can manipulate objects, then I ought to be able to manipulate my own corpse, right? Well, I'll tell you what, why don't you just try it and see? Go ahead and possess your corpse. Nothing. Nothing's happening. Exactly. Sad but true, I'm afraid. Oh, how much Ace Attorney have I played? I have played the first 3 Ace Attorney games. Ace Attorney, Justice for All, and then the third one with the coffee. The guy who drinks the coffee. Man, its name is failing me. Oh my goodness. It's Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trial and Tribulations. There we go. It came to me. It came to me. I've also played 3 Danganronpa games. The mainline ones, of course. Killing Harmony, Trigger Havoc. Goodness, my brain is just not coming up with all of the subtitles that games have these days. But I've played a number of. I've also played the Zero Escape games. Those are great. I like those too. Those took me forever though. Sad but true, I'm afraid. You can only manipulate non-living things. Corpses, even if they aren't alive anymore, aren't really just ordinary things. You've got to be kidding. Wait, what about the woman? What's happening to her? Let's take a look, shall we? If you want, you can look around. If you want to take a look around, you can move the screen. Move the screen? It's easy here. Give it a try. Use the direction to move it in any direction you want. Well, sister, this is it. Two things are looking pretty dim right now. My eyesight and your future. Oh, no. Out of my way. He just kicked my corpse. It's done. I'm on my way. No cell phones, huh? In the end, it looks like our fate remains unchanged. So what good are these ghost tricks of mine? But just as I was thinking this... Hello there, how are you feeling? Not very well, I imagine. A terrible tragedy what happened tonight. Ah, ignoring me, are you? It's a little too early for you to be so stiff and cold, I'd say. So it was you. You were that voice in my head, right? Well, I wouldn't say voice exactly. The dead don't have voices, you see. More like my thoughts were being beamed directly into your mind. It's another little trick a ghost can do. Looks like my ghost tricks didn't do much good. Still ended up just as dead as before. That's true. For now. For now? I still have more to teach you about the powers of the dead. Your ghost tricks. Who exactly are you, anyway? Before I answer that, I think we should save this young lady. Isn't it a shame to see such a pretty young woman lying here like a discarded piece of trash? But what can I do? She's already dead. Wouldn't she have a ghost, too? Time for more ghost lessons for you, my friend. First of all, I'll have you possess me. Possess you, eh? Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your powers. Why am I so determined to save this woman? After all, it's not like I know her. I guess I'll take that desk lamp up on his invitation anyway. My reason is twofold. Number one, I'm not the type to leave women lying around discarded like trash. Number two, I don't have anything else to lose at this point. So, we're a semi-chivalrous individual. That thought bubble you just pressed. Those are your thoughts, what you're saying to yourself in your head. My thoughts, eh? But the dead don't have voices. What we think is communicated directly to one another. These thought bubbles are sort of stand-in. I think I'm starting to get it. I think so too. Just remember to always keep an eye out for thought bubbles. Okay, good idea. Might get some important clues from them. Now then, in order to possess me, you first have to enter the ghost world. And LB is your ticket in. Best thing to do is to try it. Alright. Nice. By the way, have you taken a look at the middle of the screen? What about it? It tells you what trick you can perform with the object you're currently possessing. Information is there for you to check out whenever you need it. So, in the case of this holding cot, I can unfold. Perform a trick on the object you're possessing. First have to return to the land of the living. Oh, okay. This time B is how we back out. Good luck. Huh, who's this we? Nice. Okay. Hey, Captain! It's great to see you! Hope you're doing well. Huh, that's funny. What is? My corpse and her corpse. There's definitely something different about the two. There's something emanating from my corpse. That's because you're special. What's that supposed to mean? Not everybody who dies gets special powers, you know. So those waves are because of my powers of the dead, eh? Anyway. Congratulations, you passed. Well, what do you know? What prize do I get? A new power, what else? Another one? Now let's review. You can possess objects and manipulate them, right? Now what do you suppose will happen if you possess a corpse? Nothing, because I already tried that, remember? And nothing happened at all. True, you don't have the ability to manipulate a corpse. However, there's something else you can do. Oh yeah, what's that? Why don't you try it and see? Trick time! What's this? And you? Doing well. Got so much done at work, so you're feeling pretty good? That is great. I'm glad to hear that. I know the feeling of like getting a lot done at work. It feels really good. And now you get to relax. I presume. I don't know if you're still at work or not. Just gonna take a quick drink. Tasty. Can you hear me? Yep, still there, but it's a bit calmer. Ooh, nice. Well, I definitely hope that work continues to go well, and that you won't get in trouble for lurking in the stream. Wait a minute, what's going on here? Looks like she's unconscious, poor thing. Unconscious, but she's dead. You'll be totally fine. Great! Alright, awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Definitely don't want people to get in trouble. Yes, but think back. Remember when you died? When you came to your senses, you'd been unconscious too. Conscious, eh? Come to think of it, the desk lamp is right. When I came to, I was already dead. Let's leave her like this for now. And while she's resting, we can save her life. Oh sure, you make it sound so easy. And it is easy. When you use your powers on a corpse, you can go back to the past to a time 4 minutes before that person's death. Are you serious? Back through time? That's right, but there's a catch. It only works on new corpses. Corpses that have been dead for less than 1 day. And she's still well within that time limit. I want to give it a try before it's too late. But this is crazy. None of it makes any sense. Talking about the powers of the dead here doesn't have to make sense. Now then, let's go, shall we? Time 4 minutes before this woman was murdered. Hey, wait a second. I still don't know what you're talking about. You'll see, you'll see. Alright, we're gonna rewind time. Can we only do it while they're unconscious? 4 minutes before death. So now I'm going back in time to witness this woman's last 4 minutes alive. Not as a fuzzy, distant memory of the past, but as a very real, living present. Hey Seth, it's great to see you! And yeah, this game is turning out to be quite interesting. Like 100%. I am already getting super invested, real quick. Wake up, are you okay? What happened to you? Oh no, he's dead. Who are you? Here's my business card right here, sister. My little golden friend. You did this. You killed him, didn't you? Instead of playing whodunit right now, you ought to be more concerned about your own fate. Who are you, some sort of hitman? What do you want with me? They said I had to rub out all of the last traces of Timinsk left in this country. Oh yeah, the art style's great. Very, like, poppy and bold. I'm really enjoying it. What in the world is that? Beats me. I just do what I'm told. All I know is you've got nowhere else to run. Time to die, sister. As long as that bad boy wrecking ball stays right up there where it belongs, I'm signposting my demise. Look, all I want to know is, who are you? You don't know me and I don't know you. This is just business. So long, sister. Hold it. Shotgun, what kind of flashy weapon for a hitman, don't you think? Not flashy, just thorough. They call me nearsighted Jigo, but I never let my prey get away. Ever thought about just buying a pair of glasses? Well, sister, this is it. My eyesight and your future. Okay, well, that was fun and all, but there you have it, the last 4 minutes of her life. Oh, kind of ironic when you think about it. A woman toyed by fate, and a man toyed by a ghost. But she still died. Yes, and you can change that with your ghost tricks, just like you did 4 minutes ago. Possess and manipulate, eh? Ghost and then trick. Almost as if this is the title. You can rewind these 4 minutes as many times as you like, too. Now then, are you ready? The ghost guy kind of makes me think of Mac. He does kind of look like Mac tonight. Oh my goodness. He just needs that super elongated chin. Yeah, let's do it. Ghost and a trick, right? It's a twofer. But this is 4 minutes ago. Fine, I get that. What am I doing way down here? That's just how it works. Her corpse was your gateway into the past, after all. So naturally, your starting point is where her corpse was. This is where she died. Okay, I get it now. Hop in, then. I don't necessarily think it's, a Brave Little Toaster reference, but it might be. It is red, like the lamp. There are only 4 minutes left before she dies. Better try and get to her as fast as you can. No time to lose. Time is passing. Last seconds of her life are counting down. I better get up there fast. That's right, have a look at the right side of the screen. Right side, eh? Sand in the top of that timer is how much time she has left. Get to her quickly, before all the sand is gone. Up you go, then. Did I possess the blender? Oh yeah. Yeah, I am assuming that once I get like more into it and I'm not like constantly stopped, like this is gonna be way more engaging. But this is like the tutorial mission. Uh-oh, her time is running out. Uh-oh. Okay. Goodness, come on. Okay. Sorry, the time limit is getting me, all nervous. Darn. Hop into the flag would have taken me out. Timing is important, too, when it comes to ghost trick. That a fact? You can... Okay. So now, they wouldn't let me do it until I knew about timing. There we go. Oh, it turned off the blender? Okay, there we go. They should not have been allowed to turn the blender off. Now's the chance to change the fate. Alright, there isn't much time left. Battle of seconds. Trick time! Time is almost up. You have the chance before it reaches 0. Doesn't pass in the ghost world. Or possess something fast. I did. Damn it, what's going on here? Nearsighted Geo never misses, as long as the target is within point-blank range. Looks like he made it in time, just barely. Yep, she's still alive. And that split second, hope was born. Just now her fate was changed, albeit ever so slightly. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Bridge is up. But you're wondering what's going on over there, right? Oh, that's right, if I want to take... Exactly. You hear something? Haha! I smooshed him. He's been cartoonified. How does it feel to save a lady's life? So the danger is gone? Yes, it looks like the danger, Mr. Danger, in fact, rolled away somewhere. You used your powers to avert that woman's fate. I did all that, huh? You most certainly did. I knew you could do it. Very nice. So I lost my life tonight and saved somebody else's life. I came back to the present. It was raining. I had saved the life of this stranger now sitting forlornly in the rain, even as the story of my life on this planet comes to an end. She sneezed. Stranger. That word strikes a chord, and a terrible truth begins to dawn on me. I can't recall a thing. Who am I? What is this place? And most important of all, why was I killed? Your story isn't over yet. Who exactly are you, anyway? Just call me Ray. as in ray of light in the darkness. That's a little on the nose. Ray, huh? So you aren't going to tell me your real name, I take it. You haven't told me your name yet, either, actually. I can't remember. Yes, I guess the memories of the newly departed tend to get a bit confused. Some of us get our memories back, others never do. But if you ask me, does it really matter? After all, there's only one path left to the dead, and that is to disappear. Disappear? When the sun rises in the morning, I'm afraid you're going to cease to exist. What? Tomorrow morning? Wait a minute, these powers of the dead. Yes? I'd like to use them to save somebody else's life. And whose life might that be? You even have to ask? Mine, of course. Ah, I see. But think about it this way. We could use ghost tricks to save ourselves. Wouldn't I have tried to save myself as well? I mean, look at me, I'm a desk lamp. I a desk lamp anyway. Not really sure myself, to be honest. But in any case, it seems we're unable to use our powers on our own corpses. You're kidding. You only exist in this world until tomorrow morning. I'm afraid that fact can't be changed. But there's really no escaping my own death? Well, that's weird, because how would he know that unless he's survived multiple days? In the morning, I'm going to cease to exist. Apparently, there's nothing I can do to change that. But just the same, I still want to know. I want to know my story. A lost story of my fate right up until the time of my death. Until I learn that, I won't be able to rest in peace, right? Very well, I understand how you feel. You want to go and learn the truth about your death, as well as you should. Well, let's see. How should I go about doing that, I wonder? I can't even imagine what the first step would be. First step, that's easy. You start with her. The person who witnessed your death. She should have some important clues, don't you think? Hey, you're right, and not only that, she might even know who I am. Yes, I'd say there's a very good possibility of that. What was I doing here tonight in a place like this? That woman probably knows the answer. That's right, never forget that. She's the key to everything. Key to everything? What do you mean? You'll know soon enough when you regain your memory. Yeah, I'm like a blank sheet of paper right now. Probably keep some kind of record of everything I learned tonight. Very good idea. Press left trigger to view a record of what you've learned, and be sure to check it out now and again. Memories aren't always the most reliable things, after all. Nice. Alright then, I wish you good luck. Break time! Okay, lost my life on a lonely spot at the outskirts of town. I'm trying to regain my lost memory and find out the truth behind my death. The only lead is the red-headed woman who witnessed that death. The woman who was at the scene of my death. I don't know her name or anything else about her. She's already been killed once by the hitman, and I saved her with my powers of the dead. He calls himself Ray. I don't know who he really is. He taught me the secrets of the powers of the dead. He calls himself Nearsighted Jigo. He's a sniper who carries a golden shotgun. Somebody apparently ordered him to kill the red-headed woman and me. He's gone now due to an unfortunate accident. I wouldn't call him a sniper, though. It's where I lost my life. Here I met Ray, who taught me about my powers. Alright, so that's all we have there. Better not let her out of my sight. And besides, I'm not the kind of guy who can just let a woman sit sneezing in the cold rain. I'll try to move closer. Who threw out an umbrella? What in the world just happened? The rain moved all by itself, and then that big iron ball fell all by itself. It started raining all by itself. I mean, you can't say that it started raining by itself. It just started raining. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me I have psychokinetic powers. Quick, possess... Hey, it's a cat. How did my body end up down here if he wasn't there to kick my body down there? Looks like she's saying something to herself. Fortunately, I can't hear it from here. No problem for ghosts like us, as long as your target's not too far away. Just like you do with your own thought bubbles. Tap the thought bubbles of the living, you can listen in on what they're saying. Maybe I'll just take a little listen. Always watch out for the thought bubbles of the living. They might give you some important clues. Seriously, what in the world just happened? What's this? Some kind of note? I see that note. Wonder what she wrote. What I wrote in it. But it's not just a shopping list or something. Yeah, that wouldn't help. Should I check it out? Write this note? Maybe I should... So you don't remember writing it, huh? No, I don't remember writing it, but even more important. I didn't get a chance to read that note. Not to interrupt your train of thought, but I wonder if you've realized where this telephone call is coming from. Huh? How would I know that? Think back. Before you helped her avert fate, didn't a telephone call come in around this time too? Oh yeah! It's done. The people who want her dead. I'm on my way. That telephone call. Exactly. In other words, at this very moment, on the other end of this telephone line, the culprit who ordered your murder. What? I recommend you possess the telephone. Once you've done that, I'll tell you about another one of your ghost tricks. Then I saw him right there on the other end of the line. I saw the face of the man who ordered me dead. Is it done? Speak up, man. Did you get her? Who is this? Yes, 1,000 pardons, my dear lady. I must have dialed the wrong number. Fa ha ha. Phrase complete. That's him, the man who stole my life. That's right, so what do you think? Would you like to go see him? Better believe I would. And you would do well to listen to me. We ghosts exist by possessing inanimate objects. However, there's one way we can move from place to place over a great distance. That would be, the dead can jump from point A to point B by moving over phone lines. Say what? I've done all I can to help you. You'll have to do the rest yourself. You're not coming with me? I'm afraid not. My powers have grown weak. I've already used most of my remaining strength just to get here tonight. I had to come to ask for your help. My help? Many mysterious things will happen in this town tonight. I'm trusting you to get to the bottom of them and find out the truth. You're the only one who can do it. I want you to use your powers of the dead to find this truth. I'm grateful to you for everything you've done, but I can't promise I'll help. Tomorrow morning I cease to exist. That doesn't give me a whole lot of time. I need to pursue my own mystery to find out the truth about myself. That's more than enough. Huh? If you succeed in doing that, you'll have done what I asked anyway. The two are one and the same. One and the same? This desk lamp knows a whole lot more than he's telling me. Now then, from that call a moment ago, you now have the culprit's telephone. The rest is all up to you. Got a new phone number. Alright, I guess we're just heading out. One moment. And so the story of this search for myself begins. A story that will last one night only. Tomorrow morning I will cease to exist, and I'm surprisingly okay with this fact. I have to find the answers before the sun comes up. Why was I killed? What exactly is going to happen in this town tonight? I'm rather curious. Like, for sure. Alright. Saving. Yes, I would like to continue playing. Chapter 2, 7:30, 1 p.m. Who am I? Why was I killed? One who's sure to know the answers to those questions is the man who ordered my murder. Except he didn't order your murder, he ordered her murder. The other end of the phone line is the very man who had me killed. Our meeting, it's all so sudden. I'm not sure I'm really prepared for what's to come. Yes, if what I read in this file is true, this woman could be quite a bedeviling bit of trouble for us. She needs to be erased tonight. Confound that nearsighted Jigo. His skills are as feeble as his eyesight. Not to worry, sir. I've already taken the next step, sir. Yes. But I say, the last thing I ever expected was to talk to the target herself. Even if it was only over the telephone. Must admit, my good man, it put me in quite the tizzy there for a moment. Fa ha ha! What is this place? These oddly luxurious furnishings, this oddly refined music, that odd little machine. I've never seen a room like this. One thing's for sure. These people are assassins. What's more, that red-headed woman is another of their targets. File the old man has. Maybe it'll give me some information on my redhead. Trick time! Yes. How much longer, my good man? We're charging up our backup power now, sir. Process should be complete in about 30 minutes, sir. Yes. But confound that Jigo, I say. Every year, his reliable range gets shorter and shorter. We'll get coal in his next pay envelope, confound it. Or might I suggest glasses in his envelope instead, sir? Seems this file contains information about that redhead, but I can't read it when it's closed. Great Scott, did you see that? The file, I say. The file reared up and nearly snapped at me, my good man. Nearly bit my head off. Not to worry, sir. I've already seen to it that the target, Miss Lying, is no longer a threat, sir. Ah, that's not what I'm talking about, man. Lying, huh? So that's her name, is it? This file. It's written in a foreign language. I can't read it at all. Might I suggest putting that file away and relaxing, sir? It's the same animation each time. You have a very important job ahead of you tonight, sir. Darn. Pickle the phone, and I got put away neatly. The only thing I've learned is the name Lynn. Or Line. Sure is a weird room. I traveled through the phone line to get here. Where exactly is here? Who exactly are these people? Hey, Gads, man, are you trying to give me a case of the vapors? My apologies, sir, but I did not touch it, sir. It appears equipment is still malfunctioning, sir. Granted, technology is certainly a convenient thing, but our use of it is just plain off. Confound it. Yes, in any case, I don't wish to see the face of our current target, my good man. As you wish, sir. In that case, might I suggest this? Hey, that's... yes. Sissel? If all goes well with our deal tonight, we will have the power to change the world, sir. Yes, it's a very important night. Indeed, my good man. We can't afford to make mistakes. That's why we can't afford to trust that Sissel. No, we must be very careful. Sissel. That must be my name. Now that I hear it, it does sound familiar. Deal, eh? Could that be all of it? What exactly was I up to? We might be a hitman ourselves, just by the way that we're dressed. You're completely prepared for tonight, sir. Yes, now all we have to do is pluck the fruit of success. Fa ha ha! One thing is clear, these villains seem to know me. And another thing, seems to be some kind of connection between me and this Lynn. Why else would our names both come up here like this? Where is your head, man? I told you I don't wish to see this face. Apologies, it appears to be another malfunction, sir. I'll get it fixed, man, unless you want to see me malfunction. Oh, that was my opportunity. These guys murdered me and now they're targeting the redhead. Action. Moving this painting around makes the old man head spin. Right timing should be on this projector. Need to know how to flip this situation. Okay. Yeah. I am liking the puzzle solving aspect of this, like, for sure. For sure. Say, this room is giving me the heebie-jeebies, my good man. Oh, the painting spinning around and the like, it's enough to give a man the jitters. My apologies, sir. The room was just completed recently, sir. We're still trying to iron out the kinks. Yes, I just hope that's all it is. I mean, egad, man, how am I supposed to relax and enjoy my grapes? Can I make him choke on his grapes? Miserable state of affairs when I can even be startled by a telephone that doesn't even ring. Even more pathetic to be startled by the same telephone twice. Bah! Problem must be solved, sir. Miss Lynn problem. What? Lynn? Yes. You did mention taking the next step a moment ago, didn't you, my good man? Yes, sir. I sent one step ahead Tingo to our apartment, sir. The telephone call must be him reporting in, sir. Very good, very good. Lynn is in danger again. This is one step ahead, Tingo. I'm at the target's apartment now. And out with it, man. Have you taken care of her? No, she isn't back yet. What? It only stands to reason. If the target got here first, they wouldn't call me one step ahead now, would they? I don't get it, but in any case, man, once you've taken care of her, then you'll promote me to the head of the Hitman Division? Bah, no, man. Now you're even getting one step ahead of me. We can discuss my new salary later. Great Scott, now you're even getting one step ahead of your last one step ahead. Get back to my job now, sir. And found it, you're even hanging up one step ahead. Trace complete. What did he say, sir? He asked me to raise his salary. What will you do, sir? Maybe I'll give him some of nearsighted Jigo's pay. Then I can't lose her. She's my only lead if I ever hope to solve the mystery of me. Alright, let's go to her apartment. A very convincing hit person. Oh yeah, for sure. Hey, he's got a sniper this time compared to the other guy. It's great to see you, Gildy. I hope that you're having a great day. The telephone line guided me to Lynn's apartment. Fortunately, Lynn isn't here yet, but unfortunately, the hitman is. There are a couple of other unfortunate little developments waiting for me, it seems. Looks like there's an unlucky little lady here tonight. Just got home and made a chicken quesadilla for lunch and dinner. Ooh, very nice. An even unluckier little doggy. Poor brave little warrior. Must have been trying to defend his mistress. Oh, he killed the dog? Lynn came home now. Do something about this situation and fast. Okay, well, definitely rewinding time. Huh? Where am I? And more to the point, who am I? Who am I? Are you talking to me? Of course, do you see anybody else around here? If I remember right, the dead don't have voices. Thoughts reach the other person directly. I guess that explains why this dog is talking to me right now. This is your mistress's apartment, and you are, presumably, the little doggy who died here. Died, so I'm dead, huh? Let's see, the dead lose their memories. They even forget what they look like. That's what this blue flame shape is all about. Oh. There's no time to lose. Miss Camilla. My Miss Camilla is in trouble. You mean you remember? You know who you are? That's right, I'm Missile. Nice to meet you. I'm a Pomeranian. Well, that's really cute. Well, I guess now I know it's possible for the dead to regain their memories. Thanks to this little doggy. Miss Camilla, Miss Camilla. My Miss Camilla's in trouble, and I vowed to devote my life to protecting her. I died before I could rescue her. How could I let her down like this? So you're more worried about your mistress's safety than your own death, eh? I like your moxie, little doggy. Looks like it's time to go back to 4 minutes before this little guy's death. Time to save his life. I actually genuinely like that. That's really touching. I like that writing. It's making me choked up a little. 4 minutes before death. Let's see, first of all, I'd better see what I can find out about your death, little guy. Excuse me, but where exactly are we? Huh? You followed me? I followed you? You brought me with you, one or the other. It looks like the dead can move around together. This is the land of 4 minutes before your death. Really? We're really here? So that means you're going to save Miss Camilla, doesn't it? Aren't you even surprised? I mean, we just traveled through time, and... Not especially. I mean, Miss Camilla can walk around on 2 legs, but I can't do that. So if she can do that, then it's not so strange that you can walk backwards through time. So that's the way your mind works, eh? I guess that's reasonable enough. Come on, let's get started. Okay, first we watch your last 4 minutes unfold, then we use what we learned to save Camilla. Just like when I saved Lynn at the junkyard. Watch closely, we ought to be able to get a few leads. Keep your eyes open. Of course. Leave it to me to sniff out a few clues. Hiding... No, fetch something underneath the... Found the remote. Doesn't like the Santa thing. Shut that mud up. No, Missile, you're not supposed to bark. The lady next door is crabbier than ever tonight. It barks again. I'll knock this wall down. You want to knock the wall down, do you, boy? Why do you like to bark so much anyway? You sure are cute, but just don't get us killed, okay? Oh, and I really wanted to watch TV, too. Hey, I know, listen to music. So no cell phones. But there is landline phones. But I guess that's a wireless headphone headset. In the mood for donuts tonight. Oh my goodness, there's a rat. They're earmuffs and she's just imagining the music. I don't really like it when jobs outside the original scope crop up. To put it down, it's a separate charge, and counting never likes that. But But I guess it can't be helped. Sorry, kid. Jeez. That's the whole dramatic story of what happened 4 minutes before you died. It really is. Ah, look at that, I'm dead. Kinda shocked, to tell the truth. Okay, let's get started on saving her. Let's see, how are we gonna do this? Seems to me the easiest way would be for you to take a big bite of that man's leg. Oh, I don't think I could do that. Whenever somebody I don't know comes around, all I want them to say to them is, "Welcome!" I can't help it. Okay, then I guess the only thing we can do is get the little lady to help herself somehow. Oh, I don't think she could do that. Did you notice her putting on those red things on her head? Oh, you mean the headphones. Whenever she puts those red things on, that's it. I can call her name until my throat is sore. She never hears me. Perfectly honest, I hate those red things. You're right. Those headphones on, our little lady doesn't even hear the sound of the intruder's gun. Maybe that's our first lead. Now we know we have to do something about that. Let's see. Oh, so close. You almost knocked those red things down. Hey, I think you're onto something. Drop them into the fish tank. Camilla won't be able to use them anymore. If we drop into the fish tank, Miss Camilla will get a scolding from Miss Lynn. So the hitman shot a dog 2 feet away using a 30-06. Oh, probably. Very true. I mean, like, the last hitman was called Nearsighted Jingo, and he had a golden shotgun, but called himself a sniper. Well, this is not Nearsighted Jingo. This is One Step Ahead Tingo. We took care of Nearsighted Jigo. All you have to do is to pretend it was your fault. That's the way of the honorable warrior. Okay, but you've obviously never seen Miss Lynn when she gets mad. Yippee! Can't really change the little... Okay. Yeah, I mean, I knew that. Funny. What's wrong? The telephone doesn't seem to be working right now. Usually the telephone glows red, but it's dark right now. Looks like I can't use the telephone lines in the 4 minutes before death world. I have an idea of what I must do, but it requires me to be patient, because I kinda stuck over here. I'm gonna say, I know, I'll listen to music. That's when she gets up. Yeah. There we go. Oh no, darn! How did I manage to do that? Lynn just bought those headphones too. How about if we tell her you did it, Missile? For sure. Although I don't think this little kid is being targeted. I think she's just collateral. Darn, now I can't listen to music either. I think the gods are playing tricks on me tonight. Forgive me, Miss Camilla. I'm only doing it to save you. So what now? You think you're one of the gods, eh? Huh? No, never mind that. The important thing is we managed to change the situation. That's true. You love that the dog... It is a cute name for the dog, for sure. At least now we can use the little lady's ears to help us. in the mood for donuts tonight. Question is, what do we do now? Unless we do something more, the outcome will still be the same. They had big, strong teeth and an aggressive spirit. It doesn't seem we can stop the hitman from coming in, so in that case... Oh, I have an idea. Why don't we hide Miss Camilla? Hide, huh? It's just like the kind of idea a little doggy would come up with. Are you making fun of me? Where could we hide a little lady in this room? How to get... Exactly. To possess Camilla herself, the answer would be easy. But I can't do it, so I guess the only way to do is to lead her there. I mean, I think I need to move the donuts. Let's see. There we go. Those aren't donuts. Donuts are triangular and made of rice. Oh no, Brock! See. So I guess it's Peking. Yeah, maybe. What am I missing? Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, whenever a donut moves, it just seems like there's a rat. The painting didn't do nothing. Okay, come on. Ah, so close. And... can't make another donut fall. Okay, only one donut will fall. I only get one chance. Okay. Can I can rewind time. Okay. Just like that. So let's see. does she have to say about the ornament? Or work like that. My mistress has to get up and fight it. I'm truly embarrassed. Look at that. One of the ornaments fell off the tree. I'm not interested in things. I graduated from playing with balls a long time ago. I tried graduating from needless barking, too. Sorry, that's one thing I could just never give up. Man, what are you gonna say about that? Something just fell, and quite dramatically, too. The wooden box was kind of heavy. I wonder what it was doing. I was glad it didn't fall on Miss Camilla's head. Me too. We don't need to add the number of ghosts. Okay, so I might have to rewind time anyway. Send that there. And then we go here. Missile, no! What are you doing under here, you silly boy? Oh, my Missile. You're always doing the cutest things. Yeah, I have to drop the thing on him. Okay. Ray's bound to come. Might as well make myself comfortable in the meanwhile. There, our little lady's been averted. It has? Shaking with fear. Well, yeah, that's true. Not so bad. In the scheme of things, I'd say she's just fine. And look, you're not dead. You're right, we did it, didn't we? We did it! But to be precise, you're the one who did it. Huh? Me? I saved Miss Camilla? Yep. You're the one who led her under the sofa, right? You protected your mistress. I can attest to that. Oh, well, thank you. Can I ask a question? Sure, what is it? What exactly are those strange powers of yours? Do you mean my ghost tricks? Apparently they have the power to manipulate inanimate objects. If they're ghost tricks, then I can do them too. I'm dead too, after all. I guess that's how it goes, right? I've been staring at those donuts as hard as I could for a long time now, but they won't budge for me. Why do you suppose that is? I don't really know. Guess you just don't have that power. Well, I have one thing to say to that. That's not fair! Sorry, but I guess not everybody who dies gets the powers of the dead. What's gonna happen to me now? Nothing really. Your death has been erased. You'll just go back to being a happy little doggy living your everyday life. Guess this means goodbye. But we'll meet again sometime, right? Yeah, maybe, if you die again. What you did for me tonight. I'll never forget it. Well, we better be getting back to the present. Time to see what happens next in our story. Now a new present is born. The little lady's still curled up in a ball, shaking with fear. I did save the dog. Did a good job, too, I think. Little doggy's wagging his tail happily. What am I going to do now? I think I'll watch for a little while and see what happens. What? Still at the junkyard? Alright, got it. I'm on my way. Guess my prey likes to play hide and seek. He hasn't had enough of that junkyard yet, apparently. Can't let nearsighted Jigo beat me out on this one. I'd better hurry. How do you open a door with the butt of a sniper rifle? How did he do that? What was that all about? You saved me, didn't you, Missile? I just know you did. Maybe I shouldn't answer it. Then? Call from Lana. It sounds serious. I wonder what they're saying. Yep. I'd love to. They're a little doggy, all curled up on the floor, dreaming away the life we worked so hard to get back from. Fine, but what's up with that core? Dead can't possess living creatures. That's one of my rules Mr. Desklamp taught me. So what would a living and breathing doggy be doing with a core? Better try possessing him and see. Oh, it's you! Come to think of it, I never did ask your name. I guess it's good we ran into each other then. This is a good chance for us to reintroduce ourselves to each other. You mean you forgot my name already? After everything we shared together? The drama? That tearful goodbye? I'm Missile! But you know, it's strange. I wonder why you remember me now that you're alive again. Do you remember your time being dead? Of course, all of it! Okay, let me get this straight. The memory of being dead doesn't disappear. And the dead I meet in the ghost world develop a core when they return to the land of the living. And if I then possess that core, I can talk to that person. Looks that way, yes. But never fails. Every time she gets on that black hello, she talks and forgets all about me. No matter how much I run around and show off, she never even glances at me. That was you showing off, eh? Well, I would like to hear what the ladies are talking about. Oh, so would I. Okay. Move that. Camilla, oh thank goodness you're okay. I don't know if I'm okay exactly. You won't believe what just... Listen to me, you've got to get out of there right now. But what about dinner? I was just thinking about spaghetti tonight. I won't be going back there for a while, and you might be in danger if you stay there too. But I already was in danger, just a little while ago. Meet me at the restaurant, the Chicken Kitchen on Dead End Drive. Dead End Drive? I don't know, that's pretty far. Just hurry, okay? Oh, and one more thing. Bring the music box with you, okay? Music box. I love music boxes. Is it a present for me? Sorry, but it doesn't play. I can't even get the lid open. Okay, so I got it down early. You very well can't call it a music box then, can you? More like just a box. Just bring it, okay? It's kind of big and it's made out of wood. Okay, I will. Where is it? Kinda hid it in that room you're in. Excuse me? Oh, there goes the phone. It's big, it's heavy, it's wood. I don't know if it's a log product, or a Spumco product, I guess. Not again. Oh no, I've dropped the phone in there too. How about we tell her you did it, Missile? I sure hope Lynn's alright. Better get going. I know right where Dead End Drive is, but I never saw any music box around here. Where am I supposed to find it? Do you know where it is, Missile? Let me look, okay? It's right here. I did that ahead of time, apparently. This is it, the music box. Yippee! That was cool that I was able to do that ahead of time. I'll leave the remote here, but don't you touch it, Missile. The TV comes on, you'll start barking. Hate to find you flattened underneath that wall when I came home. I'm not gonna lie, this is really fun. Like, I'm engaged. I am completely engaged in this. Okay, I'm leaving now, Missile. I have to go help Lynn. She's like a sister to me, you know? You be good while I'm away, and no barking. It's been fun to watch along, absolutely. I'm so glad to hear that. If people are enjoying this as much as I am, then that makes this even better. Also, I love this song that's playing right now. This song is super good. I'm really grooving on this song. Still no peace for the little lady. Redhead Lynn is facing a new crisis right now as well. Meanwhile, I'm in a bit of a pickle of my own. With the receiver at the bottom of the fish tank, I find myself still trapped in this apartment. But I can't just curl up and go to sleep with my tail wagging too. There's something I must do. The question is, how do I go about getting out of here? Nice. Definitely gonna save. Definitely gonna continue. Chapter 3, 804. Once again, Lynn is in danger, and I think she knows it too. I sincerely doubt she'll be coming back to this apartment tonight. She and I are connected to each other somehow. She's my only lead, and I can't lose her. I have to get to her and fast. Okay, Missile, what do you got to say? Oh, hello, what's up? I'm wondering if you could help me. I'll certainly try. But the only thing I'm really good at, though, is barking. There really isn't much else. I think he might be right there. But I'm really good at barking. Miss Lynn comes chasing after me with a broom, the lady next door kicks the wall. I've got quite a bit of influence around these parts. That's adorable. Let's see. There's a phone in the other unit. If you keep that racket up, I'll bring this whole dilapidated building down on you. Why does her hair look like a rosebud? Did you hear what I just heard? You mean the lady next door's angry howl? Don't forget that. It's the sound of a telephone ringing, coming from the apartment next door. Oh, I get it. You're thinking about borrowing her telephone, aren't you? But how are you going to do that without breaking the wall down? Well, the lady next door is kindly offering to do it for us. Yes, but she's most certainly hoping to crush me underneath it. Two things are certain. There's a telephone in the apartment next door. I have to create a path to get there somehow. Should I keep barking? Keep that up. I'll knock this wall down. If she's true to her word, she might be able to do something to change this. Create just a little more racket somehow. Okay. So, happen. So back to the remote I go? Okay. Operate the remote. A little more racket. What will become me if I'm squashed into a Pomeranian pancake? Dang, she's just smashing a wine glass against it. That did not kill Missile. That did not kill Missile. Like she knocked you out through the wall, really. I'm still alive, aren't I? You better be. You are. TV and the star ornament aren't. I'll never bark again, not as long as I live. But wait a minute. Looks like all that commotion wasn't for naught. Huh? Your barking made her create a path for me. It did? But the wall is still standing, just like before. There are paths only the dead can see. Oh, those kinds of paths. Trick time! Nice. So you're leaving, huh? I guess so. You're going to save Miss Camilla and Miss Lynn? I have to follow my own mystery first and foremost. That means everything to me. But you will save them, right? If it helps me along my way, then yes. I don't have any powers of the dead. I'm not even dead, actually. I'm going to find a way to go help Miss Camilla, too. We create our own paths, right, Missile? That's right. Okay, I'm leaving now. Guess this is our second goodbye. It is, isn't it? My name is Sissel. Sissel? If we ever meet again, that's what you can call me. Sissel, huh? Got it. You know what, Sissel? I'm going to create my own path, just like you said. Oh, goodness. Oh, no! Tonight is that holiest of all nights, my deadline. All I need to do is get some inspiration from the muses. From the muses is this bottle and some cheese. Brain trauma? That's exactly what I was thinking. Here's to the boorish people next door. Updated the phone book. Achoo, achoo. Are you all right, my darling angel? Have you taken your medicine like a good girl? This does not bode well. Here I am in yet another strange room. What's with these oddly tense air of this place anyway? Where's that little treasure I'm looking for? The phone. There it is, the telephone. Now if I can just borrow it. And now Lynn's life is in danger. I have to use that phone and fast. I can't very well make that woman bring it to me. I'll have to find a way over there myself. This thing's too heavy. Maybe that woman built up her destructive power by hefting this puppy. More like a weapon than a book. Nothing doing. Okay, let's see. Oh, Mr. Prime Minister, you mustn't. I'm a married woman. And I'm a married man, but we cannot resist this any longer. I'm ready to abdicate it all for you. Even if it means my ultimate ruination. Yeah, I think she's an erotica writer. That's kind of funny. Ruination. Is that even a word? That abdicate just doesn't look right somehow. It's gonna nag me until I'm sure. How about a little mousy friend? Where is that dictionary? Let's see, I know I put it here somewhere. Now where could it have gone to? They're animating quite a view over again. Oh goodness, yeah. Okay. No, I mustn't. I mustn't allow myself to believe in your love, Mr. Prime Minister. Why won't you believe me? My love for you is true, I swear. It's so strong it overwhelms me. You know, I've always wondered. You can be overwhelmed by something. Can you just be plain whelmed? You're gonna nag at me. Okay, the mouse or the rat returned. There. Oh, there it is. There we go. Just had to... She's less concerned about rats in her apartment. It's strange. I know I left this dictionary on the shelf. As though some little angel were playing naughty tricks on me. The one thing reminds me of some dialogue from Young Justice. I've never actually seen Young Justice. Perhaps my darling angel. Mama. She even wanted to look up anything issues. I think her daughter's in the bed. Also, the whelm thing reminds me of a bit of old 70s Carlin bed. Oh, wow. Is irregardless really a word? What is it, my darling angel? Ow, my head hurts, Mama. You poor dear, no wonder, with a fever of 102. Here's to a night of fever, hotter than the love of my Prime Minister. Almost time to go out for my lesson. Can I take the night off? Yes, I suppose that would be best, but wait a minute. I bet you're happy to have an excuse to get out of it, aren't you? Not especially. If I ever don't want to go, I just don't go and pretend I did. I go play with Camilla next door or something. If you're annoyed and upset, you're disgruntled. So if you're happy and chill, are you gruntled? Oh my goodness. I don't think anyone wants to be described as gruntled. Yeah, 102 fever is pretty bad. Here's to the blunt honesty of my darling angel. Hey, today's Papa's birthday. Oh, is it? Aren't we gonna celebrate together? Let's not talk about your father, dear. Now, Mama has to go back to work. I have a deadline tonight, after all. Mama, wait. Here's one thing to say. Don't try to put me in the middle of you two, okay? Whatever could you be talking about? I know what's going on, you know. You write novels, and Papa wants you to stop. It was very selfish of you to take me and leave the house. I want to go home. Now, it's time for good little girls to go to sleep, especially sick little girls. I hate you, Mama. You are quite a pair. The father would have to be a pretty strong man to hold his own against them. Sounds like their family circumstances are pretty complicated. Wonder if I had a family. Oh my, the lamp is out. She's striking it with her butt. My darling lady, to think that you were a spy all along. What are you going to do to me, Mr. Prime Minister? I will arrest you and make sure you receive the proper penalty. Your sentence to be imprisoned in my cell of love and punished with my whip of passion. Oh, Mr. Prime Minister. Oh, my dear lady. I hate to live in this Prime Minister's country. What is going on? Oh, I made a typo. There we go. Hello, is that you? How many times are you going to make me tell you? Tonight is the holiest of all nights, my deadline. Please, I'm begging you. Change your mind and come home to me. I think you're the one that needs to change his mind. Please, put yourself in my position. You can write your novels just as well as from home. Until you change your mind, your daughter and I won't be coming home, even if that means forever. Let me talk to Emile then, at least. You can't talk to her. She's sick with a fever right now. I won't have you giving her nightmares. I want to talk to Papa. Now, I don't want to hear your voice anymore tonight. Please wait a minute. Don't try to call again. I won't answer. I refuse to answer. I finally have the telephone lines I need. I'm curious about this woman's husband. I should go find my only lead first. The hitman who's after Lynn is sure to be heading to the junkyard right now. Better hurry. I mean, I can't really go anywhere else here. So, I guess... yeah, let's try and go prevent another murder. And yeah, that is one hell of an ass to be able to light a starter with it. For sure. Not much time has passed since I was here last, but the situation has changed. Looks like they're examining my body. I wonder who they are. Hey, it's Ray! Besides them, a certain somebody else wiggles and bounces happily. Who that person really is, too. Welcome back. You weren't gone very long. What's going on here? Police are here to start the criminal investigation. You know, into your murder. My murder case, huh? Where's Lynn? Is she alright? You found out her name already, did you? I'm impressed. Excuse me. It sounded like she was in some kind of immediate danger. Not to mention the fact that Hitman is after her again. You don't have to worry about that kind of thing. She was just taken into custody a few minutes ago. Custody? You mean she was arrested? But why? I don't know, I'm just a desk lamp. I better see what I can find out. Quite a thing, huh, in this case? Yeah, one of our own. A murderer? Heads will roll over this. She's a rookie, too. I heard she was carrying out some crazy investigation. Rookies aren't given crazy assignments like that. Not even rookies like Lynn. Yeah, but I heard she was special. She's got strong ties to Inspector Cabanella of the Special Investigation Unit. I plan on moving up the ladder on my own merits myself. While we detectives shouldn't be standing around gossiping, never know who might be listening. Like me. Like me. Probably the doctor's bag. I think we can safely assume the cause of death was the bullet he took in the chest. In the stretcher, I'll look into the rest back at the lab. You mind waiting here for a bit, Doctor? Inspector Cabanella, head of the Special Investigation Unit, is on his way now. Special Investigation Unit? What do they want with a case like this? I don't know, but Cabanella is our top investigator. We don't want him to get all bent out of shape or there'll be hell to pay. Don't see what that has to do with me. I don't really get what Cabanella wants to come for either. Probably just a big lark for him, but it makes things tougher on us. Hey, watch what you say behind his back. You never know who might be listening. Like me. Like me. Inspector Gant, is that you? I'm just teasing because of his hairline. Ah, the teen shin of a crime scene. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. Did he just Joker his way down those steps? Evening, boys. How's it looking? Inspector Cabanella, thank you for coming. Allow me to report, sir. Fine, fine. You're just gonna hold that thought. I'm gonna make a little phone call first. Aren't you gonna dial? So this is the head of the Special Investigation Unit. He seems, unique. Dated the phone book. Trick time! Deal me the deal. How's it going over there, baby? Going? How's it going, you ask? You'd like to know how it's going? I would say it's going well enough. About fair to average, if I had to say. Yes, it's going alright. Not the man I was hoping to talk to there, baby. Do me a favor and put that other nice man on the horn now, would you? That's a nice fellow. It has anything to do with this park, I'm the one to talk to. I'm the guardian of this park, yes. Sorry about that, Inspector. I just got here. Well, glad to hear you made it. That other fellow just about threw me for a loop. Started blathering about being a guardian of the park or some such. Yes, sorry about that. Well, start doing your staking out thing, baby, and buzz me if anything comes up. Yes, sir. Trace complete. The park. Now then, sir, if I may make my report, sir. Doc, yoo-hoo! Oh, Doc. Talking to me. I need you to handle this case with your finest care and attention. Could you do that for me, Doc? I need you to tell me how to do my job. Anywho, I'd like to see the suspect now, if I may. Then, sir, I asked her to let herself be taken into custody voluntarily, sir. She's being detained in the junkyard superintendent's office right now. Super's office, huh? Super! And where's that? Just beyond where you parked your bicycle, Inspector. I'll go and interview the suspect then. Yeah, nothing like it, baby. Carry on, boys. Good luck, sir. I don't know, can you Joker your way up a set of stairs? I guess so. Trick time! That Inspector Cabanella sure has a strange air about him. You can say that again. I've never seen anybody use the stairs the way he does. Like he's a fan of Joaquin Phoenix. I hear he's dancing his way up the stairs of promotion the same airy way. I hear Lynn is his personal favorite. What's the deal between those two? Hey, how should I know? I think we can pretty safely assume this was the murder weapon. That's a gun. Is that my gun? Oh no, that pistol. Yep, same model as the pistols you detectives carry around. You don't think it's Lynn's, do you? Not good. If it's hers, it's all over. So Lynn is a detective and the murder weapon might be her pistol. What could it all mean? What could it mean? This is the weapon that took my life. Pistol, eh? My memory seems to be hazy on pistols. I've seen them before, that's for sure. Let's see, this part right here is the trigger that just went off. Fool, if you want to fire the thing, aim it in your own direction. I didn't fire it, I'm the victim here. This is the act of somebody who's jealous of my abilities as a detective. My strong jawline here has just been pontificating. Well, what are you glaring at me for? I'm hardly jealous of you. Guess that proves it's a real gun. Bang! Was that? Is that what I think it was? The sound of a gun. I've got a bad feeling about this. Every time that phone rings, it's bad news. Like that old riddle. Which came first, the ringing of the phone or the crying case? If you say so. There you are. Do me a favor and have the doc come down to the super's office, would you? Seems pretty busy at the moment, sir. Which one are you, the green one or the blue one? I'm the green one, sir. Listen, Greenie, get the good doc over here this instant. Or I'll see to it you never wear a green suit again. Yes, sir, I'll send him right up, sir. Trace complete. Please, doctor, go to the superintendent's office immediately. If I must. Break time! What's going on? Don't ask me, but something seems really, really wrong. Shot sounded like it was coming from somewhere around the maintenance building. Oh yeah. I mean, this was a DS game originally. Or 3DS? Yet another gunshot rings out in the lonely junkyard on the edge of town. The sound gives me the feeling a new death will be waiting on the other side of the line. Apparently I'm not the only one the Reaper's interested in tonight. As long as there's anything I can do about it, I don't plan on letting anybody else die. Chapter 4. Changing a person's fate is no easy task, especially when their fate is death. The scene at the other end is pretty much what I expected, all except for one thing. She's been shot again! No, Lynn, hang in there, baby! Looks like some piece of trash shot her from the top of the pile of garbage outside. Here, let me take a look at her. Maybe there's something Sorry, I can't allow that, Pigeon Man. I investigate and you superintend. You have your job and I have mine. Let's leave each other to his own profession, shall we? Yeah, well, here's what I think. How much of a pro can you be if you let her get shot right in front of you? Anyway, have it your way. I'll stay out of your hair. This guy is giving me big Rob Lucci vibes. You thought this game's mechanics sounded familiar? Oh yeah, for sure. Doc, what took you so long? Quit dragging your feet. Who are you to shout at me? Now let me have a look at the victim. I haven't even looked yet, but I can already tell you she's dead. Her second death of the night, actually. How about it, Doc? Can you save her? She's not breathing. She's dead, Jim. Again. Oh yeah, I'm definitely enjoying the puzzles of this. Afraid I'm not a miracle worker. The only thing we could do now is curse the aim of the one who shot her. And how could I let this happen to you? With his blinding pink notebook. Maybe that's the superintendent's way of tidying up. Still unconscious? Conscious this time as well, huh? Where am I? He's coming to. What happened to me? Excuse me? You ignoring me? Oh, sorry. I'm still not used to talking with dead people, you see. Dead? So I'm dead, huh? As I might, I can't seem to remember who I am. She's starting to remind me of me. Who am I? Everybody seems to call you Lynn, if that's any help. Lynn, huh? Pretty cute name. And apparently you're a detective, too. Detective, you mean like that super cool kind of cop that solves crimes and upholds justice? Sounds like a pretty subjective description, but yes, that kind of detective. Hey, wait a minute. Are you starting to remember something? There's no time to lose. Something really unusual is going down in this town tonight. What? Yeah, I certainly argue with the really unusual part. That's not your face, you know. Take another look. You're the dead one. Oh, right, of course. It'd be pretty heinous if I looked like this, I guess, wouldn't it? I don't know if heinous is the right word. There, now this is more like it. Something really unusual is going on in this town tonight. Did it have anything to do with my death, I wonder? Tell me, what is going on in this town tonight? Don't ask me. Huh? I can't remember a thing. I think it's probably because I'm dead. Everything's so confusing. Can't you do something? Hey, you're asking the wrong guy. I've got some things to ask about you. I'm looking for the answers to the questions who I am and why was I killed. Do you know anything that might help me? The only thing I know right now is that my name is Sissel. Your name is Sissel, huh? I think so. It rings some kind of bell anyway. I think I was killed tonight while I was meeting with you. So you must at least know me, I think. I was meeting with you? Yes, in the junkyard outside. Yeah, it's coming back to me. I remember now. I knew it. I knew you were the lead I needed. But I'm so sorry. I don't think I can help you. What? Why not? Because I don't know you. What do you mean? I thought you said you remembered me. No, I said I remembered something. I remember the fact that I don't know you. No way! So I died, huh? Yes, apparently. I'm very sorry. How could this have happened? Just after I passed my test finally this year. Cecil? Cecil Harvey? I don't think he's gonna become a paladin, or she's gonna become a paladin. My exciting career of catching the bad guys had just begun. Now look at me. Why did I have to go and die in an old junkyard like this? Poor kid, the shock is setting in. I told her everything that happened tonight, about ghost tricks, possessing and manipulating objects, about going 4 minutes before a person's death. It actually isn't the first time you died tonight, you know? You were already shot and killed once before tonight. And you saved me? That's right, you don't remember? Yay, that's not a dumb reference. I mean, Final Fantasy IV is a good one. Yes, I do remember something like that happening vaguely. Yes, I did get shot by a blue man dressed in all black. Hydrate, absolutely. Happen to have some water right here. I have a little bit of energy drink left, so I'm going to go ahead and chug the last of that. Caffeine and other chemicals. But I'll also chase it with some water. Water. You need it to live. Other chemicals. Yep, pretty much. Guess this means that even if a death is erased, the memory of it remains. I died twice already. Wish I knew what to say to her. Guess I'll just have to wait until she recovers a little. Yeah, I bet that's some kind of record, don't you think? Stretch? Absolutely. I always try to pop my fingers so y'all can hear that I'm at least attempting to do it. Thank you for the redemptions, for hydrations and stretching. Very important. Yeah, you're probably right. Looks like she pretty much recovered already. Okay, 2 strangers. So you don't know me, huh? Nope, wish I did. So do you suppose we're just 2 strangers who happened to meet tonight? No way, I don't think it was any accident. Why in the world would I be way out here in the middle of nowhere for no reason? I was asked to come here tonight. Asked to come? By who? Can't you kind of guess where this is going? You're kidding, you mean... Bingo, by you. I asked you to come here, but why? That's what I was going to ask you. Strangers on a train? Oh, goodness. Why did you ask me to come out here tonight? Way out here in the middle of nowhere. You gotta be kidding me. Goes without saying that I don't remember. Everything is so confusing. Can't you do something? Lynn, I'm not saying you owe me or anything, but I have a favor to ask. What is it? In the next 4 minutes, you'll probably come back to life. When you do you think you can try to find out about me before tomorrow morning? Who I am and why I was killed? I'm really sorry, but I can't make any promises. Why not? I don't remember very clearly right now, but I think I was investigating a case tonight. A case that is very, very important to me. Even if I come back to life, I don't think I'll have time to find out anything about you. I know that's a terrible thing to say to a person who saved my life once already. I'm really, really sorry. I see, that's too bad. I'm afraid I'm still gonna have to ask you. Ask me what? Ask you to save me? She's too close to the case, right? Even though I probably won't be able to help you. I know it's selfish of me. I really apologize. I just can't die. Not yet. Not like this. I'm investigating something important tonight. I think that might be the reason why I was killed. But I still want to solve the case in spite of all that. Am I out of line? Didn't I tell you a minute ago you don't owe me? Huh? I'm certainly not going to treat your life like some kind of bargaining chip. I'll save you. What you do after that is up to you. Thank you. So you ready to go back? Back to 4 minutes before you got shot? It's rewind time, baby. We're going to do the time warp again. Lynn's second death. I'm heading back in time now to rewrite her fate. Faced with those circumstances, she could have just lied and promised to help me, but she didn't. That's when I knew I could trust her. Bad feeling about this. Yes, sir. Detective, is everything okay? Oh, hungry, so I was trying to get something delivered. What? Don't do that! Oh, I'm sorry. You should leave jobs like that to me. Is chicken alright? One chicken dinner. Oh, that's okay. I'm not feeling very hungry anymore. I'd like to go back to the station for a minute, though. You would? Oh, I'm afraid I can't let you do that. Winner, winner! Inspector Cabanella's on his way. He'll be here any minute. I have to assume that by his movements and such, he's obviously supposed to be influenced by Michael Jackson. Like, he's definitely doing like a lot of Moonwalker movements and Thriller movements. Or maybe even bad movements. Just things from those various music videos. Except for the staircase thing. That staircase... like, I know he's just dancing and being moving, but it was really like almost, in my mind, close to Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I seriously hope he's not the bad guy. I don't think he's the bad guy. I don't think so. We do know that the two, that one rich man who's got the blue skin as well, he's like definitely, like, I don't know if he's like the main bad guy, but he's the one responsible for calling the assassins. Evening, patrolman. Good evening, Inspector Cabanella, sir. Nice work. Now do me a favor and take a little patrol around outside, would you? That's a nice fellow. Of course, he's now sending a police officer out of the building. I mean, he did call to inform about the gunshot, so maybe. I don't know. Blueskins are definitely bad guys. I wonder if they're actually blue-skinned in the real world, so to speak. Lynn did comment on it. She said that she remembered being killed by nearsighted Jingo. She commented that he was a blue-skin guy wearing a black suit. So I think the blue-skinness is just like Just a thing. As far as I'm aware. I don't necessarily know if that means that all blue-skinned people are evil. That'd be a weird thing to have. Yo, how's it going, baby? Inspector Cabanella, what are you doing here? I thought Special Investigation Unit had a important top-secret assignment tonight. It just is what it is. Nice. What does that matter at a time like this, when my Lynn's in crisis? I appreciate it, sir. Wait a minute, did you just say crisis? Don't tell me I'm being suspected. Suspected of shooting that pointy-haired man in the red suit? I mean, I've never even met the guy before. Never, baby? Oh, well, before tonight, I mean. He asked me to meet him here. He said he had important information about the big case I'm working on. He's the one who contacted me. I see, but it's funny, isn't it? Take a look at the list of the cases your station is handling right now, and I didn't see you listed as involved on any big cases. She's a rogue detective. You know, I don't suspect you, baby. Just trying to clear things up. You're not the type to ever shoot anybody. Hey, who knows you better than me, baby? You know, if anything ever happened to you, I'd never be able to look him in the eye again. Inspector Cabanella, I'm going to ask you a question. Yeah, and what's that? I want you to answer honestly. Is it tonight? That when it's happening? I have no idea what you're talking about, baby. Get down. Seems to me that baby is indeed under suspicion. By Inspector Cabanella? No, he's not like that. Just for the record, did you shoot me? Me? I would never do anything like that. I mean, it looks like the hitman fired from outside. It'd be hard to prevent the bullet from coming in, though. In any case, let's just give it a try. Our 4-minute game. Trick time! You know what? I have an idea. The guy who shot me is outside, right? Looks that way, yeah. They're trying to stop the bullet once it gets in here. Wouldn't it be more fun to stop the guy who's shooting the bullet? Fun, she says with eyes gleaming. Oh boy. You can use the telephone to move around, right? That's right, and I know the telephone number to the junkyard payphone too. I don't want to get shot again. You know what they say about 3 strikes and you're out. Well, you don't become a ball player, you'll probably be safe. But the telephone thing's a good idea. Maybe I'll give it a try. Except we can't go back in the 4-minute realm. Oh, that's mine. Isn't it adorable? Why isn't your adorable notebook in your pocket? I panicked, okay? Don't shove things in a bookcase when you panic. Who are you calling anyway? Personal business. Hello, the chicken kitchen. You want chicken? We got your chicken. One chicken dinner, please. Would you like an order of fried chicken with that? Oh, that's okay. Why not? I'm going to go to the chicken place. Hello, where would you like that delivered? They hung up. Always go to chicken. The chicken kitchen. But does it matter a chicken order or 2 lost? If there were 3 orders, that would be a different story, though. Los Polos Humanos. Isn't where the hitman. Clearly. Okay, so there's literally nothing I can do. That's kind of funny, though. That's funny. What's the matter? This telephone doesn't seem to be working right now. We came here by telephone line. Apparently in this 4 minutes before death world, we can only use a line the telephone is being used to make a call. You're kidding, right? As long as the lines are closed like this, we can't go anywhere. Guess we'll have to start over. That is so excessively funny. I kind of love that. We just, again, I just kind of did it. Fragments are glowing. Sorry, but I've lost my memory. Probably not the best person to ask. Only being polite. I can hear what you're thinking, remember? I know. Good one. What are you doing, step ladder? Okay. Huh? Lynn's notebook. Hey, wait a minute. Oh no. I thought she was practicing a dance move when I came. Nope, that was definitely suspicious. No question. I better report this. Wonder if I can make the call without her noticing. What's up? I'm watching Lynn just like you told me to. I noticed something suspicious. You did? Inspector Kevin L. was right. She's hiding her notebook. I came in. Her notebook, eh? Yes, sir. I'm in a very suspicious manner in a very conspicuous place. Anything else? Let me see. It's pink and it's a notebook. Anything else? Let's see. Come to think of it, she was using the phone when I came in too and referring to her notebook. Someone will be over later. Don't let on you noticed anything. Yep. Bet it would work if we tried it now. But you're right. The detective sucks. That's where the horrible hitman who's after me is too. Okay, we're gonna go there. I've been waiting for you. Eek, what are you? A desk lamp? That sounds like an old grandpa. Just call me Ray. Grandpa Ray. You just have to get the grandpa in there somewhere, don't you? We're souls, we can choose any appearance we like, which means you have no intention of showing us what you really look like, right? Now then, about that gunshot that took your life. I heard it way up on the upper level, a scant few minutes from now. Hitman is probably getting his rifle ready right now. Alright, I'm going in. I'll get in with these ghost trick thingies. I'm very sorry, young lady, but you don't have those powers. What? Why not? Afraid I don't know the reason, but only a special few have the powers of the dead. What? Are you saying I'm not special? That's not fair. Anyway, we don't have much time. Come on and hop in. Carry on, boys. We didn't change any fate, though. We literally haven't changed anything, technically. The horrible hitman is upstairs. In other words, we can't stop him if we stay down here. Oh. Oh, not this puzzle again. Well, we made it. Now it's time to hunt down that horrible hitman. Must be around here somewhere, preparing to take his shot. Let's try to find him. I'm gonna make good and sure he understands what happens to people who point guns at others. A gleam in her eye that's absolutely blinding. You jackass, really? Just gonna get on the bike, huh? Wow, that is an awful... Wait, hold on. You're telling me that this jokester took a shot from right there, surrounded by police officers, and none of them could hear where the shot came from? Like, they knew it came outside, and it was somewhere in the junkyard, but, like, wow, they are really bad police officers. I mean, ACAB anyway, but still, holy hell. What the hell? He's just right there. I see my target. Time to go to work. I'll be the head of the Hitman division by next month now for sure. There he is, the horrible hitman. I think his name is actually Tingo, but that doesn't matter now. We have to stop him from shooting fast. Updated the phone book. There we go, we put a stop to that shot at least. We did it, so I'm safe now, right? Well, that changed your fate a little, but didn't avert it completely. We're not done yet. Hitman is a professional, and he really wants to be head of the division, apparently. Without blocking a shot here and there is really going to stop him. I'm going to rough him up a little, but I promise I won't put it in my report. Let's think of something else before he gets a shot in. I kind of wish I could queue actions up. I'd like to... Okay. I wonder if there's some other way we can use it. Okay, I have to rewind because he's gonna still get a shot in anyway. So I don't want to turn the light off because then he's just gonna come back. Go. I want that position. I have to be careful of even the least bit of light. And is my ambition for this year. Next year, my motto will be, I want to be director. I have to be careful of even the least bit of scandal. Turns out you won't show up in spots where our light is on. Next year, I'm gonna spread some nasty, scandalous rumors about it. That's amusing. One of the lights went out. There are 3 lights. I had turned off the other one. Sounds like they're taking things way too far. There are 4 lights. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I know time is passing. Did you turn that flashing light on? Wasn't me. Went off all by itself. Scared the heck out of me. Just don't want to waste any electricity. Things gotten that tight, that's pretty sad. They're really putting the squeeze on us lately about using too much power at sites. They won't even let us use all of our searchlights at once. That's really bad and dumb. We ought to be free to at least do that much, especially on a dark night like tonight. I think I've figured this out. We're gonna Home Alone the hell out of this guy. This is quite a distance from the target. I can't work under a spotlight after all. Never mind, a shot like this is nothing for a man of my skill. Mr. Division Head seems to like dark and gloomy places. Happy to throw him in a dark, gloomy cell. Come on, Sissel, let's get him. Hold up, when do I become her assistant? Did you hear a scream just now? I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Nobody said it was. There. Found a nice dark spot for our gloom-loving hitman. I think your death has just been erased again. Why not, I wonder? Why don't I have powers like yours? If I could do things like you do, it could really help me pursue my case. Why only the special few, huh? It's not fair. I don't know, I'm not really liking her. That's the same thing the little doggy said, too. Well, I'm jealous of you, actually. You are? Why? Because your life can be saved, even if you die again tonight. I can save you with my ghost tricks. Nobody can save my life, though. Oh. These powers are the dead. Why have they chosen me? Will I find the answer to that question tonight? The best part is you're not a scab. Hopefully. Cecil, I'm so sorry. Well, you're free to do as you please now. I guess this is goodbye, Detective. Will we ever see each other again? If you ever want to see me again, all you have to do is die. Okay, got it. I was kidding. Well, we gotta best be getting back to the present. And has escaped death for a second time, but that doesn't mean she's out of the water yet. Better go see how she's doing. There's no cops for me to travel with. They all just friggin' vanished. Also, is this game Japanese? It was made by a Japanese developer. It was published by Capcom and developed by the same people who made Ace Attorney. That much I know for certain. Oh, it looks like congratulations are in order. You erased yet another death. I haven't gotten any further in solving my own mystery, though. That woman holds the key, don't forget that. Lynn, huh? Now that she's alive again, she's probably still being detained in the super's office. She won't be able to pursue her case without the freedom to move around. Better go back to the super's office and see her. Sounds like a good idea. Teleporting all over the place. Decided to go back to the office where Lynn was being detained. Her changed fate, her story was sure to change too. Maybe that would lead us in some new direction. She said that she was investigating an important case tonight. Could that case be connected to me in any way? New illustrations. Okay, I'm going to save, and just real quick, I'm going to take a bathroom break. So I will be right back. Hope everyone is enjoying the game so far, and I'll be back in just a quick minute or two. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, stretch and hydrate. Well, I think that counts as a stretch for sure. I'm definitely gonna take a drink here then, real quick. Thank you. And let's resume. Now we're at chapter 5, 834. When Lynn lost her life for the second time, she was being detained on suspicion of my murder, but I saved her, hoping to solve my own mystery. Living creatures can choose to live their lives in one of two ways. They can either submit to their fate or they can try to change it. Lynn is definitely in the second camp. As soon as I got back to the junkyard superintendent's office, the fact was really brought home to me. This fact, not that fact. Fool! We told you not to let the suspect out of your sight. My apologies, sir. I never thought she would run away. Lynn is our friend. She's like family to us. Angel, friend, or family, they all run when they have the chance. Do you have any idea how many years it's been since my wife ran away? I just want to point this scene out. This is a cop saying this. I don't feel bad for him in the least. This is a detective, specifically. Goodness fucking gracious. I'm very sorry. I have no idea, sir. You'll never make detective at that rate. Now find Lynn. Yes, sir. Inspector Cabanella gets word of this, it's all over. That square chin, though. Our redhead detective escaped, did she? I just barely saved her life a few minutes ago. Whew, she's fast. Well, I guess I'll look around for leads. This music is all vapor. Oh no, I wouldn't besmirch vaporwave music like that. An old pigeon man. Do you suppose he's carrying out some sort of research here? Got all these precision instruments and complicated devices. What are you doing? Sir, I think this may be how Lynn escaped through here. You couldn't possibly fit in that tiny little elevator. Well, I don't know, sir. Lynn is pretty slim. Fool, don't you know that women can make themselves appear slim through fashion? This day, I still don't know how much my wife really weighs. Very sorry, I had no idea, sir. You'll never make detective at that rate. Anyway, where is that old pigeon man? Oh, him, sir? He went through the door behind me, sir. It won't open. Apparently that door leads to the basement, but it's currently locked, sir. These instruments, they're all very suspicious. You better keep your eye on that old man, too. Yes, sir. No idea what this instrument is for. As a matter of fact, this whole desk is filled with things I've never seen. I know I've lost my memory, but still, that old pigeon man seems like a pretty strange guy. Okay, nothing doing. This is Lynn's notebook. If I give this back to her, it might spark something between us. What to do? This is a very complicated matter. What have you got there? What's this? Oh, this, wait a minute, is that? Yes, sir, it's Lynn's notebook. Notebook, come to think of it, there was something about that. Something about her phone book and making a phone call. This must be it. This must be the telephone number with the big circle around it. Aren't you curious to know who she was calling? I am, sir. I really am, sir. I'd like to know. Oh, but I don't have any interior motive for wanting to know, though, sir. No, sir. No, sir. The number might be an important lead. Better check it out. Trick time. Alright, well, worth a shot. I'll still get the number this way. Hello, to whom am I speaking, please? Yes, hello? This is a criminal investigation. We need your cooperation. Hey, I know that voice. Is that you, Detective McCaw? Oh, is that Officer Bailey? What's up, sir? You don't usually call this late. Oh, did you get a call from one of our detectives, Lynn, earlier? From Lynn? Yes, I did. She calls every night. Maybe she senses it's about to happen. Did she say anything special? No, not really. Yeah, McCaw? That's an exquisite name. I guess it's a good name for detective, for sure. But considering that I know that you have an affinity for birds, I think that might be why it's especially exquisite for yourself, Captain. Yes, well, I might be contacting you again if I have any other questions. Trace complete. I'm going to file the report down at the station. I need you to be vigilant here. Excuse me, detective, but what is it? That notebook. Would you mind if I gave... never mind, sir. Just stay on your toes. Oh, the emote? Yeah. Whenever people do singular emotes, they appear big in the chat. Essentially, what shrinks the emotes down is whenever they use them in conjunction, or if they use them as part of, like, a statement. So, like, singular emotes get to, like, show off. And yeah, I really like it. It's a nice little twist to how most emotes are presented in chat. I think it's really nice. I wanted to come down here. It'd just be time to clean this room up. That closed the matter. Her appearance here, of all places, and tonight of all times. I hardly think it's a coincidence. Well, I guess the only thing I can do is ring them up on the telephone. Let's go to the chicken kitchen real quick. Don't see any customers singing. My darling Miss Chicken, huh? Not that bad of a singer. Nothing doing. Let's go to the park. Entrance to a newly lit. Side voice a young man dressed over to me on the breeze. Suddenly feels so alone. Yeah, he was a pain in the neck, but now that he's gone, almost like I've been abandoned by the gods. Was this like our apprentice or something? Okay, nothing doing here. Go to the troubled man's office. Let's see what that's all about. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe Emma was right. Maybe it was a mistake I was ever born at all. But wait a minute, if I'd never been born, Emil wouldn't be here right now. It's gotten to the point I don't know what my mistakes were. What defines a mistake anyway? If something isn't right, does that make it a mistake? I'm out of here. Okay, so nothing doing here either. I was just figuring if I went there, I'd learn maybe some more. What's that call about? Heard you say Lynn. I don't really know. If I had to take a guess, though, I would probably say something's going on with her. Haha. The only place in the world where nothing is going on is inside your brain, Bailey. Ah! What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I know what the words mean. That's not what I'm asking. That was my way of expressing indignation, putting it in the form of a question. I kinda like this guy. I just hope Lynn's not doing anything crazy. I'm a fan of hers, you know? According to my log, Lynn has been calling here nearly every night as of late. Let's see, this is the place Lynn took all that risk to call, eh? What exactly is this place? Hey, what's this? Oh, that? I wrote down my duties for the night so I wouldn't forget any of them. Can't keep them in your head? Not like you have a ton of duties, after all. Use a little brain power. Ah! What are you talking about? Weren't you the one who just said nothing was going on inside my brain? Didn't think you'd take it quite that direction. So let's see this important to-do list of yours. At 9 p.m., take prisoner C-38 to the telephone room. He just made a request to use the phone a little while ago. 9, eh? That's when Lynn usually calls. Well, can't let her talk to him tonight. Rules are rules. Ah, poor Lynn. Sure wish I could comfort her. Ah! What did you think you're doing? That's my important duties memo. That's okay. I've got it all memorized for you. Well, it's your duty to guard the telephone room, you know. Just make sure you do your job when the time comes. Who's calling now? Oh, it's Lynn. Hello? Lynn! I'm sorry, I don't have much time. Please let me talk to him. I'm sorry, Detective. I can't do that tonight. Yeah, but you always let me talk to him before. Well, the telephone is already reserved, that's why. Oh, by the way, is something going on with you tonight? What? Why do you ask? I got a call from one of the other detectives a minute ago asking about you. Oh, really? Well, I don't think it's anything important. Officer Bailey? Do you think you can keep this call just between us? Even if only for tonight? Well, Oh. She did go through the small little dumbwaiter. Well, I gotta go. I'll call again tomorrow. Oh boy, well I sure guess I better call the detectives division. Hold it there, Bailey. What? Don't tell me you're gonna report that call from Lynn. What else can I do? It's my duty. Just write it down on one of your important to-do list. Then I can wad it up for you and throw it away. You mean you want me to keep quiet about it? Well, isn't that what she asked you to do? Well, yes, but tonight's kind of a special case for us. Can't you make a special exception for my Lynn, too? Does she just have, like, every single guy on the police department, like, wrapped around her finger or something? Special case, huh? Alright, you win. I don't know what they think is special about tonight, but for me, it's my only night. It's the jail center. Why? I don't know why they didn't figure that out. Or why he didn't figure that out. Oh, she's dead again. Lynn, oh, why couldn't it have been me instead? I'm no use as a police officer, it should have been me. Looks like she's dead. We'd better not touch her. Who did this? Who shot Lynn? And she's gonna get hella frequent flyer miles for the afterlife. Right? She's a repeat customer. Hey, did she get a loyalty card program? Hey, excuse me, mister. You talking to me? This room, there aren't any other exits besides this one, are there? Do you see one? Oh, then how did... We must have one of those mysterious locked-room murder cases on our hands. One of those cases where the murderer vanishes into the thin air in a vacuum. Let's go find a real detective. We'd like to welcome our afterlife priority customers in this lane. I'll keep watch here. Yes, sir. Really bad detective. What a terrible turn of events. So now a locked room murder, huh? Things never get dull for our redhead. I know of a certain inspector who might dance around at the thought of a mystery. No mysteries for me, not when I can rewind time and talk to the victim herself. Because it's time to go back and see the truth behind this murder with my own eyes. Ha ha ha! I died again! I thought you'd be a little more grave under the circumstances. Yeah, well, this is the third time after all. It's scary what a girl can get used to, don't you think? She has one of those Princess Peach damsel genes? I would hope not. Frankly, the way her mind works is a whole heck of a lot scarier to me. So what happened this time? Who shot you? I don't know. What? I'd like to know myself who could have done it. Who shot me? What are you asking me for? Oh boy. I'll just have to go find out for myself. Hey, you just go do that. Hurry along now. I get the distinct impression I'm being used here. Looks like it's time to go back to 4 minutes before your death. I really hope this doesn't have a Life is Strange twist, where we have to decide whether or not she lives or dies ultimately at the very end. She got killed by a Rube Goldberg series of events. That's what happened. How long has it been since I got locked in this room? Once thought the truth could be discovered in darkness. It was just that the time wasn't ripe. This game feels 100% twist by volume. Couldn't you just walk down the stairs like a normal man? What's with the sliding? He hung up. What a series of complicated events. That's the truth behind our locked room murder? So the murderer is a mechanical murder machine? Murder machine? I came into the room, it was pitch dark, so I turned on the light. That must have been what set it off. The murder machine, I mean. Can you please stop repeating the words murder machine? Well, Pigeon Guy must have made it, but why? You could even say weird and unfortunate things are happening. Well, there's no eldritch, cosmic, horrible beings beyond another dimension involved in this case. Anyways, you'll have to find some way to stop that creepy machine. Once Cupid fires his arrow, it's all over. You know what, Cecil? I think Cecil is his. Oh wait! Oh my goodness, Gildy. Did you tell me the way to pronounce? Is his name Cecil? Oh my goodness! It just now reacted to me that you may not have just been making a Final Fantasy IV reference. You might have been giving me the pronunciation of his name. Oh goodness! And this death might be easier to prevent than the others. Why is that? You know, because the murder is mechanical. Here's a point. I can't manipulate living creatures, but I can manipulate this machine. I just gotta figure out how to stop it. When the 4 minutes ago me turns on the light, that's when the murder machine is set in motion, apparently. Like the key to solving this one is understanding this device. Please don't tell me I need to actually listen to his dialogue. Guess I have to. I knew that already. And I've always liked small, cramped spaces. Whenever I see a little hole or crevice, I always feel like crawling in. The place I feel most at home is that space between my bed and the wall. I guess I can understand that. Ah, we're birds of a feather. We should get together and talk about it sometime. Oh, it's engaged. I should still be able to use it. Time is passing. Time is fleeting. Okay, now it's gonna let me use it. Is this Super Net? I saw you a lot. I thought I was all alone. He hung up. Then ran away, the detectives yelled at me, the old pigeon man ignored me, and then the kettle nearly scared me to death. My life is in complete shambles. That's gratitude for you. We were just trying to warn him with the kettle whistle. Do you preferred getting scalded by the steam? At least his fate was changed a bit. That's good anyway. That didn't change her fate. Time until death. I didn't react fast enough. I guess they said that his fate was changed literally just to give me this point right here. Just so I didn't have to go through all of that. That's really funny in its own way. Okay, so nothing to do on that side. Okay. What am I not getting? It's like it's telling me I need to get to the heart before it's been engaged. I did something. Okay, no. Swinging shovel. Okay, I have to time the shovel swing just right. That's what I need to do. Interesting that they gave me a hint like that. Hooray! What just happened? Looks like your future just got a whole lot rosier. Your death has been erased again. Thank you. You kept your promise, didn't you, Cecil? Cecil. You said I'd see you again if I died. I don't remember making any promises. It's all for my own benefit anyway. What could this room be all about? I can't imagine. Those things that went off at the end, those were party poppers, weren't they? Party poppers. I have no recollection of what they are, but that's no surprise. Party poppers, the gun going off, it seems familiar somehow. I'll leave that part of the puzzle to you. I have my own puzzle to figure out. Shall we go back now? Back to your new present. Well, I died again. Party poppers are those little things that you pull the strings on, and it fires out confetti at the end of them and makes a loud popping noise. People usually do them for like celebrations and parties and things of that nature. Cecil, are you there? Then is talking to me. You're there. Could you say something? You're not there. I guess I'm just a weird girl who talks to herself. Well, you are kind of a weird girl whether you talk to yourself or not. You are here. I knew it. I just had that feeling. Shame on you for stepping foot into a girl's head uninvited. Wait a minute. Don't give me that a ghost doesn't have feet bit. Just a figure of speech. Hey, did I say anything? There, that tone. It's that tone of yours that makes me mad. So, did you have something particular you wanted to say to me? Just thought I'd share some information with you. Then, I'm investigating a case right now. A murder case, and I'm doing it alone. Murder case? All by yourself? Yes, well, that's because the case was closed a long time ago. The culprit is already behind bars, forgotten by the world. Why are you looking into it, then? Because I think that person's innocent, that's why. Something strange behind the case, some big mystery. I firmly believe that. So anyway, I finally have my memory back. I'm not at liberty to tell you about the case. But if there's anything else you want to know, I can try to answer what I can. Lynn is my only lead. I would like to ask her about a few things. About the one who shot me. You have your life and your memory back now. So let me ask you again. Who shot me tonight? Yeah, I thought that might be the first thing on your mind. What else would it be? There's a good chance I was shot while I was with you, after all. I'm afraid my memory just isn't clear on that part. Not clear? I met with you tonight, and then you fell down right in front of me. I think I remember seeing that part. Pretty sure you were shot maybe from somewhere far away, so you didn't see the culprit. I'm sorry, I wish I could be of more help. But I know I wasn't the one who shot you. Your colleagues seem to think you're a suspect, though. I wanted the information you had from me, so why would I shoot you before I got it? Information, huh? I wonder what info I had for her. By the way, I see you have a little roommate. Camilla, how do you know about her? There was a tiny incident in your apartment a while ago. Incident? What kind of incident? What happened? Is Camilla alright? She's fine, thanks to her loyal little friend Mitzel. Though I did have a little trouble bringing him back to life. Oh my. What in the world is going on? Why would anyone want to hurt Camilla and Mitzel? You're being targeted by a certain organization. What? I saw them, the people who were calling you their target. I'm a suspect and a target. Could this night possibly get any worse? That sounds pretty rough. You sure you'll be okay on your own? Huh? You know what they say, when it rains it pours. Isn't it time you admitted you need me? Need my powers? I'm sorry, I can't cooperate with you. Yes, you saved my life tonight. I'm completely grateful for that. But as a detective, I still can't trust you. That's too bad. Well, I had some important information that you wanted, huh? That's right, you called the station yesterday and you asked to talk to me. You told me you had an important lead on the case I was working on. Important lead, eh? You said you wanted to meet me and talk to me directly tonight at the junkyard. And you fell for it, even given how fishy it sounds. You're the last person I want to hear that from, you know. But I just couldn't let it go, no matter how shady it seemed. That's because I'm running out of time. Hey, that's right. You said something was going down tonight. Does that something have to do with the case you're working on? Sorry, but I can't talk about it. Oh boy. But I guess I understand. What are you going to do now? Fun, I guess. They'll catch me again if I don't get out of here. I have to get to the restaurant. I'm worried about Camilla. Oh yeah, what was it? The chicken kitchen on Dead End Drive, right? What about you, Cecil? What are you gonna do? I don't know, to tell the truth. You're my only lead if you leave. I just realized, you and I are in the same boat. We're both looking for answers tonight, and neither one of us has anybody to help us. That about sums it up. Hey, even if you can't cooperate with me, how about we just agree to use each other? That's not a bad idea. You're on. Can I ask you to do a favor for me first? What's that? I need you to sneak into a certain place for me. Prison, to be exact. Prison? That's the place I was calling from the office upstairs. I want you to go and find out a certain prisoner's work schedule for tomorrow. Work schedule for a prisoner? Yes, the prisoners are given different job details every day. Each prisoner's schedule for the next day is written on a small blackboard in this cell. So just go check out a certain prisoner's blackboard, huh? Okay. His prisoner number is D99. If you do that for me, I'll cooperate with you. Okay, you're on. Okay, see you later. See you, but don't die again if you can help it. This really is a fun game. I'm really enjoying this. I wonder how many chapters there is. I hope I'm not close to the end, as weird as that sounds. It looks like I hold the key to the case Lynn is investigating. She holds the key to solving the mystery of me. We've started a strange relationship of cooperation. Lynn gave me an assignment. My task is to go check out tomorrow's work schedule for prisoner D99. I better get to that prison. Listen, new illustrations. We're definitely going to save. About an hour left of the stream. 9:03. Got about 3 hours left before our dissipation. Lost memories of self, a forgotten murder case. A dead guy and a detective join forces to find out the truth behind them both. Detective assigned the dead guy to a task. Sneak into the prison and find out a certain prisoner's schedule for tomorrow. What should I care? I don't have a schedule for tomorrow. That's how I'm feeling about it at the moment. I mean, I don't blame you. Being jerked around like that is really frustrating. It's over. It's all over for me. Lynn, sweet cute Lynn, who shines as bright as the sun, ran away on me. And those detectives, matching bookends, blue and green, yelled at me. Forget about all that. Now you listen to me, kid. Yes, sir? You're bright as the sun probably doesn't even know you exist. And those detectives will probably yell at you your whole life. Never mind fretting about every little setback. Enjoy your life. Get what you can out of it. Mister, would you mind just leaving me alone? Wow, you suck. I wonder how that detective who keeps dying is doing. Oh, she's alive, but she's pretty pleased with herself, keeping so much of the Reaper's attention focused on her. A little Wadey is waiting for her at the chicken kitchen. After I take care of this assignment, I better head there too. Why can't people just be helpful? Give me one. So how are the preparations coming along? I think they're taking care of them right now. Yeah, man, I'm not looking forward to this. It kind of surprises me coming from you. I didn't know you thought about such things. By the way, that was me being sarcastic, just in case you didn't catch that. 2 more hours, and then it's time. Guess we should just get back to work. I guess you're right. This sure seems tense. Just get back to my work as well. I sure like to harp on this a lot. Alrighty then, how do I get into those cells? Better try to get some information here first. Screen shows the tiny rows really small, and you can see into them from the outside. Where these little rooms are. Hey, Bailey. What's the matter? You can't even pin up a minute? Let me guess. Take prisoner C-38 to the telephone room. Yes, he just made a request to use the phone a little while ago. Already told me that earlier. C-38. What'd the punk do anyway? Never heard the story about the secret rendezvous case? Secret who? What? C-38 was a singer in a band. His group was playing a concert that was being broadcast all over the country live. Right in the middle of the encore, it was this huge incident. Huge incident. What was it, a murder or something? In a way, it was even worse than a murder because it had to do with national secrets. Huh? National secrets? A rock band? I'm lost. There's a song they were doing called Secret Rendezvous, but the lyrics C-38 was singing were completely different from usual. So, how is that a huge incident? Because of the new lyrics exposed all of the nation's dark, seamy secrets. Budget misappropriations, foreign economic strategies, illicit dealings, everything. He was caught red-handed in the act of leaking national secrets. Seriously? The case sent shockwaves throughout the country. But it doesn't make any sense. In the first place, how would a rock singer know any top-secret information? Complete mystery. What? Why don't they just ask C-38 himself? Maybe they did, but they haven't released anything about it. Apparently, it's all a matter of national secrecy. Ah! Would you quit throwing away my important duty memos anyway? Let's do that again for a third time. Hey, Bailey. Except this time, I'm gonna move over here. Try pinning up your memos a little better next time. Let me see this thing. Inspection prisoner C-74. It's almost time for that. I'd better prepare. Prisoner C-74, eh? What did that big whale do anyway? You don't know about the Metro Police Department siege case? Metro who? What? C-74 barricaded himself in the Metro Police Department and took siege of the place. He then pointed a huge flamethrower at the Chief Commissioner. Why the heck did he do all that? But the detectives who surrounded him asked too. What are your demands? They asked. And? The guy looked confused, thought about it for a while and said, bring me 5 servings of curry and rice on the double. Curry and rice, that's it? Fortunately, no. After he was done eating, he torched the commissioner's office with the flamethrower. Torched it good. Important documents and the commissioner's mustache were all destroyed by the flames. What the heck did he do all that for? Because the curry was too spicy, he said. Huh? It's too spicy and I just lost it, he said. Seriously? Case sent shockwaves throughout the country. But it doesn't make any sense. In the first place, how did a huge armed guy make it all the way into the commissioner's office alone? Complete mystery. What? Why don't they just ask C-74 himself? Maybe they did, but they haven't released anything about it. Apparently, it's all a matter of national secrecy. Would you quit throwing away my important duty memos? Holy shit! There you go again, fooling around with that thing. Wasn't me. Don't lie, I know you love to see me jump up and prepare for an emergency. Oh yeah, sure, way back when I first got this job, but I've had enough of that now. Besides, you always react exactly the same way. Uh, Emergency switch is probably just loose. Probably because I fooled around with it too much. Well, it's for emergencies. Don't play with it. Anyway, it wasn't me. Maybe you ought to get it repaired, huh? Well, close it back up. It's making me feel on edge. Nah, too much of a pain. A pain? Proper emergency procedures are a pain to you? What a sad, sad state of affairs. Night vision goggles. Bazooka. I guess we're doing this for a third time. Hey, Bailey. Gosh. Let me see this thing. Bring dinner to prisoner D99. The chef is preparing it for him right now. Ooh, how fancy. D99? Even I know about this one. Yeah? Such a sad case. Hard for us, too. Shot his wife, didn't he? Right in front of a family member. Just awful. Why in the world did he do it? Why would he do something like that of all people? Motive, everything, all a complete mystery. It's just ridiculous. It doesn't make sense that he would do anything like that. I don't know the details, but apparently this case is a matter of national secrecy as well. I don't get it. None of it makes any sense. You know what kind of prison this is, don't you? The special prison built for these kinds of special cases. That D99, who knows what he's thinking or hiding behind that beard of his. I don't like any of it. I knew I couldn't take my job seriously without it getting to me. So, the prisoner I'm looking for, D99, was convicted of murder, eh? He apparently has a beard. Would you quit? A fourth memo. How lovely. It's time. Oh hey, it's the rocker. They let him keep his guitar? There, it's done. Okay. We're not gonna look for a guy with a beard. Alright, let's look at this memo. Hey, Bailey. I swear to God. You quit sending these memos over here? No. Huh? Not until I figure out how you always know the exact instant a memo starts falling. Not until I solve that mystery. I will find the answer next time. This is the thing that was making that horrible noise a second ago. It's a way this spiky-haired youth to express himself. Sentiments like I'm hungry or I'm thirsty, maybe. Something primitive like that, I bet. Peace out. I'm done. Alright, C-38, back to your cell. Hey, guardman, how about giving me a little space? That crazy walk of yours is dangerous, man. Proper walk for a properly led life. Now let's go. Yo, no lectures, man. I walk my own path, my own way to my own music. Goodness gracious. There's a guy with a beard right there. finally made it to the cells. Now to find prisoner D99 and check out his work schedule for him. What could Lynn possibly want with that information? Damn! I don't think I can take another second in this stinking pit. Like the guard man is gone. All this waiting is wiping me out. Hope this one will finally do it. Come on, sausage head. This is one of those little blackboards Lynn mentioned. Let me just give it a little read. Tonight, I lost a lot of things. My life, my memory, a certain skill I've apparently lost too. I can't read! I can see that there's some kind of writing on the blackboard, but I have absolutely no idea what it means. I can't read prisoner D99's work schedule for tomorrow. What do I do now? Couldn't read, but actually I guess I don't have to worry about that one. Trying to find, hopefully I'll use on there and go back to Lynn empty-handed. But of course a ghost doesn't actually have hands. Here's a pad. Red. Okay. Telephone. Looks like it's an internal one. It doesn't call outside the prison. Other phones within the building that you've already possessed. Which is the guard room. Emergency in a prison. That's gotta be... Let's give it a little try. And there we go. Let's go traveling, baby. So this is Sausage Head. This is gross. I don't like this one bit. Some chill time for real? Welcome back, Captain! I hope you had plenty of time to relax. Dated the phone book. The looks of him, that must be the curry lover from the police department siege case. Never mind that, where did he go? What's going on with this cell? Just to be safe. Still can't read. Side. Okay, so... probably need to summon him with the bell. And there we go. That's exactly what I wanted. I should say my schedule out loud. For no apparent reason. A strange cell, and the prisoner inside it, he seems to be enjoying himself. The last cell in this area. That means this man humming to himself must be prisoner D99. The guard said he killed his wife, and no one knows why, but it was a thing of national secrecy. What in the world really happened? Why is Lynn so concerned about this prisoner? Probably because he's her dad. I'm going to just shoot my shot on that guess. I don't know the answers, and I guess there's no need for me to know. Only one objective, and that's to find out this painter's work schedule is tomorrow. Let's open up this picture frame. Newspaper article has been cut out and framed. Can't read it. Probably about D99's case. Man murders wife or something like that. There's a picture of the alleged culprit in the article. Yep, it's this prisoner. Information lens. Alright, the least I can do is take a look. Oh, what could this mean? Nothing written on the board at all. This board is as clean and blank as the day was hung there. Uh-oh. I have the answer Lan was looking for. Tomorrow's schedule for prisoner D99 is nothing. Would this information mean anything to her? Not enough for me to know or care. That's how I feel at the moment anyway. Trick time! Being able to read, I was wondering how this was going to turn out. Some things in this world can be read even if one can't read. Prisoner D99's work schedule for tomorrow is blank. To get this information done as fast as he can. D99 dinner. I wonder what's for dinner. Quite a feast tonight, I see. I'm absolutely crazy about this chicken. Too bad it's all cold and hard, though. It's about 2 hours since it was cooked, judging from the way it feels. D99, I know it's kind of pointless to ask now, but just the same, I still want to know. Why did you do it? I agree, it's pointless to ask now. My case is colder than this chicken and has been forgotten by everybody, myself included. Detective Jowd. They were a detective. Now then, let me eat in peace before it gets too cold to cut. As he's set for execution tomorrow. There's one more thing I've been wondering for a long time. What's that? Who's the man in that painting? Oh, this? Well, being in prison like this, you start to forget faces, you know? I have to paint the faces I don't want to forget. And this is the last of those faces. My son! Now could you leave me alone for a bit? Let a man eat in peace. Okay, sure. Sorry to bother you. Okay, so not his daughter, but what in the world? What in the world could this mean? Why is there a painting of me in this man's cell? Who exactly is this prisoner? The man whose case Lynn is investigating is painting a picture of me in his cell. I have to go see Lynn fast. Not for her sake, for mine, to solve this mystery of me. Trick time! one looks like a young one holding a baby. Blotted out with black paint. Why can I open the wastebasket? This is headquarters. What's the status over there? Oh, Chief, it's you. Making preparations now. No problem, sir. How much longer, then? 1 more hour, sir. I see. Carry on, then. Oh, one more thing. Inspector Cabanella wishes to speak to you. Evening. Cabanella here. How you boys doing? Inspector Cabanella. Fine, sir. Got another little call tonight, didn't you, from my baby? Lynn, well, yes. Did my girl have anything interesting to say? Not especially. She hung up almost immediately. I see. Next time she gives me a buzz, be sure to let me know right away. That's a good fellow. Okay, I'm actually certain now that Cabela here is a villain of some kind. I don't necessarily... I think he's trying to cover up the truth behind D99's murder mystery. And he's basically trying to fish that information out from Lynn for some reason or another. Yes, sir. I'll call you right away, sir, immediately. Don't forget, she's a fugitive after all. Yes, sir. Carry on, then. I might hop in a little later. Yes, sir. Looking forward to seeing you, sir. Inspector Cabanella seems to be looking for her too. Your Lynn, I mean. Inspector Cabanella? What would the special investigation unit want with Lynn? I don't know. I guess something happened that we don't know about. Night of all nights. Inspector Cabanella must be upset tonight too. Weren't he and prisoner D99 Detective Jowd good friends? Sure about that? If they were such good friends, how come Inspector Cabanella never came to visit him? He's the head of special investigation. He's a very busy man. What's wrong? Jowd was my hero, you know. I wanted to be a detective because of him. But look at me, rotting away in a place like this, and I can't even do anything to help Lynn. What am I doing with my life? This new side of you is kind of endearing. Anyway, the thing to do is work at fixing what you can, little by little. Like, for example, your house of cards. It collapsed, you know. Ugh. Let's go here. So we can learn the truth. The truthy truth. Operations seem to be going smoothly over at the prison. Hey, Inspector Cabanella. We're just a little too late. So close, eh, Inspector? We still have a little time left, Chief. Not much, but some. We've had Point X surrounded all night. If he shows up, we nab him, and we can still make it. By the way, what's going on with that other case? The junkyard murder. She did it, eh? No questions about it? She's a bad little baby. Disappearing from the scene like that. Wonder where she ran off to play. Did he just say? She did it? Did I hear that right? I think they were talking about the culprit who killed me. No way. Oh, come on, don't tell me you believe that. I just don't believe it. Why would she do a thing like that? Right, I don't have the answers for you, Chief. I don't want to believe it any more than you do. And yet... after seeing this, maybe we don't have any other choice but to believe, baby. That security camera tape the investigation unit just delivered? Can't deny. some pretty solid evidence against her. Evidence. Nothing like it, baby. Why a murder case now, on such an important night? Tisk, I think you have that wrong, Chief. Murder case now, for the very reason that is such an important night. The junkyard where I died had a security camera, and it captured the moment of my death perfectly. What the tape showed me was the cruelest truth imaginable. She's being psychically controlled. Saw myself shot right before my own eyes by Lynn. There goes my only lead. I feel like I've died all over again. One thing that sticks with me, though. Lynn looked so surprised on that tape. Oh my goodness. Thank you, SperryBot. I appreciate that. For catching that spam. What in the world did I tell her? Of course, if that was not spam and that was a legitimate message, please feel free to try saying something else. Or, I guess not saying something else. Make an appeal for that ban if you are not an actual spam bot or anything. But, I mean, Swery's pretty good. The truth is the truth, no matter how many times you watch it, Inspector Cabanella. It wasn't me who just played the tape just now, baby. Oh, by the way, Inspector Cabanella. Something on that tape that troubles me. What's that, Chief? I'm all ears. I had a look at the photos of the crime scene as well, but the place where the victim was shot and where the body was found is clearly different. He's right, that is strange. The hitman in black is the one who kicked me downstairs. But I changed his fate, so he should have been out of the picture. There I am, down on the lower level. I have the answers to your mystery right here, a few minutes after the murder took place. A cat in the bag? Is that a black cat? You got it, baby. A furry feline messed up our crime scene, and then the little cat culprit vanished into the night. Looks like my destiny of being knocked downstairs. Very hard to alter. This is Point X. Come in, Chief. Chief here. Did he show up? No, not yet, sir, but... Idiot, I told you to stay off the radio unless it was important. But this is important, sir. Somebody else showed up. Our rookie detective, Lynn. What? You see my baby over there, do you? Heard she was on the lam. What do you want me to do, Chief? What do you say, Inspector? Detective, get my baby away from Point X. Do it now, man, and then hold on to her. Yes, sir. I'll go get her now, sir. What's the meaning of this? Why would Lynn show up at Point X? It took Special Investigation Unit 6 months to pinpoint that location. I don't know, Chief, but I'd say it wasn't a coincidence. Perhaps... happened, Detective? Come in. Now what? What happened this time? Damn it. This calls for a telephone call to Point X. Allow me. I just noticed this guy is wiggling his feet something awful. What are you doing? Get your buns over here. What did you say? Oh, I finally understand. I finally know what it's like for our poor hungry customers who have their food deliveries delayed. Excuse me? But this is the kitchen chicken, is it not? What? Aren't I talking to the police? The police, did something happen there? You need something happened here, you ask. Well, like, there's nothing left here. I gotta go. Wait. What's going on? Something is definitely going on. That something is far from nothing, that's for certain. Thanks for the tea, Chief. I'll be on my way. You going to Point X? Point X, eh? I'll leave that to the boys. There's someplace else I gotta be. Inspector, your being there isn't going to change anything. Why put yourself through it? I have a responsibility, and I'm going to see it through the end. Besides, it's not quite over yet. Right, that's true. Do what you must, then. So there's some kind of psychic investigation going on. Prisoner's D99 schedule for tomorrow was blank. It seems like forever ago that I found that out. My mind is even blanker than that blackboard was. Lynn, my only lead and partner, shot me. What did it all mean? I knew where I had to go get my answers. Chicken kitchen, the Point X that police have surrounded, and the place where something big just happened. What will Lynn be involved in this time when I find her there? Alright. I'm going to save. However, I think I'm going to call it here because you can save from the pause screen at certain points of the game. I don't know when the next save point is going to be because it says certain points of the game. And so I think in that case, I'm going to just take this moment. I feel like this is a good stopping point. So next week, we'll definitely pick this game up again. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. This game has been amazing. I've loved this. I've loved every bit of it so far. It's fun. It's engaging. The story is cool. My theory at this moment right now is that Detective Dowd, prisoner D99, was psychically controlled to kill his wife, right? And we are his son. We both have blonde hair, and he painted a picture of us last. I think tonight is his execution. He's going to be executed at midnight. I think that's what they're implying. So, I don't know what Lynn's connection to that is. I initially was thinking that she was his daughter, and she was trying to clear his name. I don't think that's the case anymore. I do, however, think Detective Cabanella, who was supposedly friends with Detective Dowd, I think he set something up. I think he's trying to make sure that his former friend gets executed. I don't know why. Now, I don't necessarily understand. I think those blue-skinned individuals, the fancy ritzy guy who ordered the hits on Lynn, I think he has something to do with the psychic phenomena. Like, because we saw that she wasn't necessarily in control when she shot us. So we know who our killer is. We were killed by Lynn via a third party. That's another thing that we know for certain, right? So then the next thing is to figure out how that connects. At least, this is all my theory going into this, of course. and I feel like I'm on the right track, just from everything on how everything's played out. I'm not 100% certain if Detective Cabanella is corrupt or dirty. I mean, I don't give cops the benefit of the doubt much, but I mean, it is a video game, so maybe he might be innocent. Um, but yeah, that's where I'm at on the mystery. I'm very curious. The fact that this takes place over a singular night is very fun too, and it was really good. I hope when I next play this game that we'll solve the mystery. I don't know how much is left. I do kind of feel like I may be at the halfway point, or I'm a little bit past the halfway point now. That's what I feel. Um, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and go to the end. And if anyone has any suggestions on who they'd like for me to raid into, if any, feel free to go ahead and make them. Otherwise, I will find someone to raid into. Let's go ahead and go to the end of the stream. So, of course, as always, let me give my special thanks to pt.1, who did all of the pixel art assets that you see on this stream. And of course, special thanks to Hot Dad for allowing the use of his music both at the beginning and end of the stream. Of course, special thanks go to Aries Nova Art for designing and rigging the VTuber that I use. And the most special thanks, of course, goes to each and every one of y'all who hang out and chat and lurk and cheer and follow and subscribe and do all of that stuff. Everyone who hangs out with me and has a good time. Y'all are what make this the most fun and special. I enjoy getting to share games like these, and I want to keep doing it. So, y'all are the best, just honestly. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and let the music play out while I find someone to raid. Okay, I think that we're going to raid into Mr. Noah the Otter, who is playing Kingdom Hearts 2. They are on day 4. If you're a fan of Kingdom Hearts or RPGs, I'm sure you'll like this. Noah is a sweetheart as well. I met them through Twitch at the recommendation of a raid, and so I think folks here will enjoy them as well. It's Kingdom Hearts though, so expect it to be a very wacky RPG for sure. I have opinions on Kingdom Hearts. But with that said, let's go ahead and get the raid started. And I will see y'all next time. I hope that y'all have a great time.